everybody. Excited utterance here, and today is going to be something different. I have been scouring the interwebs and looking for something new to bring you, and guess what? Found it. And I have my co-host here, Dali. Hello, Dali. I'm good. And if things look a little bit different, hello, Mads. Yes, you're first. Indeed, you are first. Were you always first in high school, in primary school? Did you always get the little gold flag or blue flag or whatever it was?
First in bed.
First in bed. I'm first in bed from my dad. Oh, hey, Pretty Blue. How's it going?
Hey.
Yep. Okay. So, and yeah, I do have a new webcam, and it's a little bit bright. I don't know why, but it's very smoothing on the face.
Yeah.
I think. Yes. And because I put the new webcam up, and it kind of shows a bit more of the room, so I needed to sort of redecorate a little bit. So anyway, I think in order to sort of even things out, Dali needs to go and get the same webcam so that we both look just as smooth and you know.
Hoping to get one for Christmas.
Yeah, maybe. Guess where I got it, Dali?
Where?
Kmart.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Go figure.
Everything's from Kmart. Anyway, yes. So today we're going to just have super fun because, the other day I decided, stuff this, I can't find any good trials or anything like that to watch. So I'm just going to use my investigative hat. I don't have a hat right now. I've got a cat, but not a hat. Yep. And I'm going to go and just search around all the court websites and see if I can find something live. You thought you'd been burgled, but that's by design. Shut up, greedy bloke. Shut up. And yeah, it turns out that there's a bunch of judges, and what they do is they have these Zoom hearings and stuff, and then they put them live. But you've got to be careful. You've got to actually catch them live generally, because they don't tend to leave their streams up for very long. And
some of them do.
Some of them do, and some of them are more interesting than others, right? Some of them are they're really fun to watch. Some of them are just but I found one that's super fun to watch. So I'm the brains of the operation. He's the pretty one.
Yes. I'm the wild card.
He's the wild card. You never know what's going to happen with him. But luckily he's pretty and I'm the brains. And so I went and got I'm a little bit overexposed, like how Kylie Minogue got to look young again. Shut up, Mads.
Who's Kylie Minogue?
I am young. You don't know who Kylie Minogue is?
No.
Are you for real?
I don't know celebrities.
She's like Australian Madonna.
Oh, really?
And but that not just said that, she's famous all over the world. You don't know who Kylie Minogue is. All right, I'm going to search her up and show her on screen in a minute. But let's just get this underway because trust me, guys, you're in for some fun today. Dali and I are going to do role playing in a non-dirty way. There's going to be people watching. There's going to be angry judges. There's going to be funny judges. There's going to be funny attorneys, sexy people. There's going to be filthy people. There's going to be criminal people. There's going to be people who are pleading for their guilt, pleading for their innocence. It's just going to be people. It's going to be so much fun. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's go. You love Kylie? Yeah. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. That wasn't her best song.
Of the state of Michigan versus Zaki Edwards, and 02, the people of the state of Michigan versus Amijah Young. The defendants are each charged with one count.
I'm sorry?
Where are we up to in the video exactly? Can we just go back up? Can we get back to when she was on the phone? Before these people came in? Because there's a little bit of a funny bit when she just got off the phone. Danny was hotter, like you think? I thought Kylie was hotter. They're both in there.
I'm going to go ahead and get started with this case. This is case number. I need everyone to remain
before these people actually came into the room.
So like a minute before.
Yeah. Bit forward, bit further, bit further, bit further, bit further. Keep going. There we go. Is she on the phone? No, keep going. There we go.
Johnson already has a different defense attorney. I'll send Johnson to Judge
So everybody
Garrett.
knows.
So
Up in the top left-hand corner, you can keep playing it, it's all right. Up in the top left-hand corner, we have
McConaughey
Judge
says
Lynise Bryant.
that when we have the cross complainants,
I believe she's in Detroit.
then
So she's near
we're
David.
gonna just always bifurcate the case and send one next. I mean, you know, switch off. So and send one next door.
Okay.
And let the general warrants prosecutor over there do it.
I think, yeah, we have an attorney for the state, bottom right.
Right. So
yeah, APA assistant prosecuting attorney, I guess, and then attorney Janice Stevenson for I guess, public defender.
Yeah, so she's there all day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the guy on the left is the public defender, is that right?
No, I think he's the prosecutor.
Oh, okay. So we have a prosecutor who's there all day, and we have a public defender who's there all day. So kind of like a duty lawyer.
Yeah.
Right. So they're there all day, and people are popping in and out who are mainly defendants are popping in and out. And then we also have some private attorneys and things that pop in and out as well. So Judge Bryant, she's quite lovely, but she does have some little temper tantrums every now and again. So, and that's the courtroom up there. Sometimes every now and again, people come into the courtroom and they speak into Zoom via there as well. So cool, excellent. Let's keep going.
Hey, Little Pill.
Little Pill, how's it going?
okay, that's that. Looks like Mr. Plessis is back. Isn't that a traffic courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. He said he has two trials to check in on.
He's talking. Go away.
In the traffic courtroom?
Yes.
Oh, in there. It's not a very pretty court.
Well, when he comes, let him know his case is next door.
When he comes.
So you can send that one next door. And let me call Judge Garrett, actually.
I don't know whether these two attorneys get to sort of work from home or if that's just a different office. Who's that?
Ooh.
Is he out the front?
Yeah. Is he behind bars?
Okay, who's this one? Oh, there's another attorney.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Glavin Mackin. Last two Whitman defendants sentenced. One got 36 months, the other time served.
Miss Stevenson, I don't know who this is at the jail, but I'm sending them next door.
Hey, who's that?
One second. I'm sorry.
Who is that?
I'm sending the jail into the breakout room.
Could have been
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.
Is that a male or a female?
It was a male. Wait, oh, on the right? Bottom right?
Yeah, bottom right. Who's that?
No,
it's
2023. Who knows?
Is that a Goldilocks week?
Yeah.
Is that a Goldilocks week? What is he wearing to court? They?
What is she? Is she on the phone?
Yeah, she's on the phone right now. Okay, so she mutes herself when she's on the phone.
Oh. Can you hear me now? Good.
Yeah. So everyone has to just wait and watch her talk to herself and do hand motions and wonder when she's going to stop muting herself. Because, like, she's having a confidential conversation right now.
Yeah.
I am confused about whatever that person is in the bottom right hand corner. Someone help, chat help. What's going on there? What's this person's name?
Amis Yan.
Spell it?
Amicia.
Amicia.
M as in Mary, I as in igloo, S as in Soviet, J as in jiggle, A as in apple, Yun.
Judge Manning.
Judge
That
Manning
rings a
is a good
bell.
one.
Judge Manning has his own one of these channels.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar. Yeah.
very
I'm sure I've watched some Judge Manning. Does Law Talk with Mike do Judge
Yeah.
Manning? Yeah.
Couldn't think of like.
Oh, you're right, Hot Irish. It's a frozen week. He's Elsa.
S isn't Soviet. Well, it was like, what other word do I use? Like S isn't, and I just drew a blank. The only thing I could think of was sex, and I didn't want to be perverted.
Let it go. Let it go.
Hey, Nikki.
Don't hold it back anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Cold doesn't bother me.
I think she likes her coffee black.
Oh, she's having a great old chat. Look at her.
Oh no, the judge just took a sip of her coffee.
What do you think? What do you think they're talking about? You think they're talking about having drinks
That's
on Friday
funny,
night?
Miss Stevenson.
Oh, here we go.
Judge Garrett was sharing with me a case that came up while I was out.
Let's have a good old
where he
chitty chat.
figured out that he was actually a witness or something.
Yeah,
Is his
and I'll
name
share with you
Judge
at
Newman?
a later date the location of the incident and why, it's kind of a notorious spot. So
Oh, okay. Well, he was
that's
like,
funny on a lot of levels.
he was looking at it and said, "This sounds familiar."
Yeah.
And then he looked up and was like, "Wait a minute."
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I might be on the prosecutor's witness list, but that's funny.
Oh.
Insight into
Or
Judge
on
Garrett.
somebody's witness list. Look, on one of the
Oh,
right.
witness lists. Okay. Miss Adams, you can start your camera. Okay, I'm missing somebody.
She was just
Hold
talking to her
on.
friend, Judge Newman.
Edwards. Oh, I'm missing Edwards. Okay.
Judge Newman's on someone's witness list.
Oh, Miss
And-
Adams, certainly you're not in the bed, are you, ma'am?
Do I got to get out the bed? I'm about to get out the bed.
I'm gonna let you answer that question
No,
for me. Do you
I'm
think
getting out the bed.
you need to get out the bed for court? Don't raise your hand up to me like you stopping me from talking like I'm some child. Yes,
No,
get out of the bed. Get out of the bed for court.
Aw.
It seems like to me that would be a no-brainer. But yes, let's get out of the bed for court.
Are you a sassy judge or are you a brassy judge?
She's in bed. She might as well be on the loop.
Maybe she's a crush on the judge.
Okay. Meanwhile, frozen person is just
Huh?
like,
Is she out of bed yet? No.
she's getting
I'm gonna go
getting
ahead
up. She
and
kept her
start it
camera
with
up
this
while
case.
she was
This is
getting up.
case number.
Can't believe the judge
I
made
need
me get out of
everyone to
bed.
I
remain
hope she doesn't
muted
sleep
unless
naked.
you are asked to unmute by the court. This is case number
Look at the state of her ceiling.
22445
69.
9501. The people
right,
of the
half
state of
Irish.
Michigan versus
she's not on the
Zaki
toilet.
Edwards and 02. The people of the state of Michigan versus
Hey,
Amijah
Ambrose.
Young. Amijah Young. The
Amijah?
defendants are each charged with one count of assault or assault and battery.
What's she doing now?
And today I need everyone to be stationary, seated in an upright position,
Well, she was in an upright position in bed, Your Honor.
and ready to attend court. And Mr. Henderson, if your witness is not able to be stationary, seated in an upright position,
Stay.
she's not going to be able to attend court today.
Stay.
Well, I mean, come on. She wanted her out of bed. She was upright in bed. Now you want her stationary and
The
sitting down.
defendants
And
are
upright.
charged with assault or assault and battery, and today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
We can only hope, distant. We can
Philip
only hope.
Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
And can your witness identify herself, please?
She has no clue.
Ms. Adams, can you unmute and state your name, please?
Anjanae Adams.
Nice hat.
And for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Zaki Edwards. Ms. Edwards, ma'am, please unmute and say your full name.
For the record, Your Honor, my bed was very comfortable.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ashley Duplessis, P82896, on behalf of Ms. Young. We're both appearing by Zoom and waiving our right to an in-person appearance. Ms. Young, can you unmute and state your full name for the record,
Miss?
please?
Amisha Young.
All right, thank you. Today is the date set for
Her name's not Elsa?
a final pretrial conference.
There.
And
No, it's not Elsa.
uh,
Dali.
the matter is currently scheduled
It's
for
a she.
jury trial on
Oh.
January 23rd, and it is the first case in
I am
priority.
Miss Young.
On behalf of Ms.
She.
Edwards, how are we proceeding?
Ms. Edwards will continue her plea of not guilty, Your Honor, and ask that this matter proceed to jury trial January 23rd, 2024.
Writing that down.
And as to Ms. Young, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, Ms. Young will also continue her not guilty plea, and we are prepared for trial.
Then the court will continue not guilty pleas on behalf of both defendants. And the matter will continue to the jury trial that is scheduled for January the 23rd, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. in person at 36th District Court.
We'll be there for that.
We will begin jury selection at 10:30. Well, as close to 10:30 as I can. Are there any issues? I know, Mr. Henderson, you're not the trial prosecutor, but are you aware of any issues that the court needs to address for this jury trial on behalf of the people?
I'm not at this time, Your Honor. I did speak with Ms. Adams, and she does wish to proceed further, so we anticipate it, short of a plea, that this will be a jury trial. So,
Okay. And are there any issues on behalf of either defendant with respect to the jury trial?
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Edwards, Your Honor.
Nothing on behalf of
Miss
Ms. Young. I would like to confirm that Ms. Ritter will be the APA handling the case. So I can
Yes.
send the documents. Okay, thank you.
Yes. Additionally, just so that you're aware, so we do have two defendants. Both defendants will have the same jury. Okay, so both defendants will have the same jury. And then, of course, because there are two defendants, then the prosecutor's peremptories will double. So they will get equal peremptories for both defendants. And then Mr. Flanagan, I don't know the person who has replaced Mr. Navin. So I don't know who's operating in Mr. Navin's position. However, can you let them know that I need extra jurors subpoena for January 23rd, because this is a two defendant case, and I'm probably going to seat at least 8 or 9 and potentially 10 jurors. So I'll probably seat 10 so that we can have 4 extra
That sounds interesting.
jurors.
Do that one, Dali.
And 4 alternate jurors.
Oh, good.
And,
4 jurors. About the number, it's the Young Thug.
So if they could double their request, since I have 2 defendants, can they double the request of how many they normally would subpoena?
Hello, Portola 45.
Yes, ma'am, I made a note. I'll get in contact with jury services.
Okay.
Good to have you here.
All right, and there are no special jury instructions. This is
Everyone say hello
a
to Portola
standard
45.
assault and battery jury instruction case, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
yes, Your Honor.
On behalf of Ms. Edwards.
All right, so I'll go
Yeah, I
through
know
my
what they look
instructions
like in
because
bed.
one that I know I don't standardly keep in my book might actually be, there's a jury instruction about 2 defendants or something, or I'll have to look at it and think, but
So who's this
okay,
Zachy
then
Edwards?
I think we're all set until January the 24th at 10:30 a.m. at 36th District Court. And everyone, make sure you come appropriately dressed for court.
Looking at you, Adams.
Business casual attire, appropriately dressed for court.
And there are no beds in the courthouse.
All right, and we're all set. Everyone Have a great day. Happy holidays. Stay safe.
You
Happy
too.
potential
Hear your
felony.
stuff. Have a good day,
Thank
everyone.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right.
Bye, Elsa. Let it go. Let it go.
Okay. Then I think we are ready on Layfield. Oh, let me tell Mr. Robertson. Hold on.
I would think that the judge would actually be sitting in front of that backdrop, but she's not. She's on the green screen.
Oh yeah. She
Oh
is.
wait, it wasn't Robertson. That's not what I meant.
Silly.
I meant Johnson. That's what I'm trying.
Johnson.
Your Honor,
Yes.
Who's that?
is
Someone's in
the
a car.
attorney on Johnson still in the room? I would like to have a breakout room with him. It's a cross complainant case, but I would like to speak with him about
Oh, bye,
his
Dominic.
client's wishes with regards to the prosecution of the cross complainant.
Mr. Boffman was never in the room. Mr.
Okay,
Boffman,
pardon me.
That's okay. Mr. Boffman was coming in person, and as far as I'm aware, he did not check in yet. So I was sending it next door. But you're saying you need, before I call Layfield, you wanted to speak to Mr. Boffman.
Or I could speak to Ms. Johnson, not about the facts of the case, but only with her regards on how to proceed with the cross complainant.
No, I don't want you to do that.
I would prefer to speak with Mr. Boffman. That's why I asked that. So
Right.
I
I mean,
understand.
you can speak to Ms. Stevenson. Well, hold on. No, you can't. That's why I don't like these cases.
It's too early for this shit.
So, Mr. Henderson, what I would prefer, let me think it through for a moment. Okay. Well, first, let me just do this before I do that. Miss Johnson, please start your camera.
Oh, really? Portola?
All right, Miss Johnson, due to the fact, well, it's come to my attention that you are not only the defendant in your own case, but apparently you are the complaining witness on the case involving Miss Layfield, who is the complaining witness in your case, correct? Okay. Yes, ma'am. I know. So it presents a little issue for the court. However, I am transferring your case to Judge Austin Garrett so that there's no conflict with the prosecutor that's in my courtroom. You see what I'm saying? Because the prosecutor needs to speak to you as a witness on the Layfield case. However, since you do have an attorney, I'm going to have him wait for your attorney before he asks you about your wishes on the other case. So, but what I need you to do is to log in to Judge Garrett's courtroom. So I'm transferring your case to Judge Garrett. He's aware. His login ID is almost identical to mine.
You're muted, hon.
So my question to you is, did you log in by using my Zoom ID, or did you log in by clicking on my name? And I need you to unmute to let me know which one.
You were returning the call. I missed it.
I think I clicked on the Zoom again.
You clicked on what? Say that again.
The Zoom and ID number.
But you clicked on it like you went to the court's website?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So you can do that again. Go to the court's website, but instead of clicking on my Zoom in ID, click on Judge Austin Garrett. There are two Garretts. Click on the male. There's a female, Ruth. Don't click on hers. Click on Austin Garrett, and they're expecting you over there. Okay. And your lawyer is going to be in the court over there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is, Mr. Flanagan, are you aware whether Mr. Boffman has arrived yet?
Yes, Your Honor. He was in the courtroom and he told me he had to go to 435 to check in. I just called up there. He's not in 435. And I just called his phone back and he's not answering.
Is he next door?
No. No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh. Hello.
All right, I'm gonna just proceed. And the prosecutor, you all have to just talk to Mr. Boffman about whether his client is gonna proceed
You're
as a
still-
witness in this case.
No sound.
And then
could
Ms.
you hear me?
Stevenson, you all have to
Yeah.
do the same. Talk to,
For some reason, my
I
sound
mean,
cut out.
the prosecutor over there.
Weird.
If they want to know about what your client's intentions are, then they will talk through you. They'll go through you.
No, he's not.
Your Honor, if it please the court, in that Ms. Layfield is present, and we have a lot of moving parts.
Mhm.
Could we just wait to see if we can make some real headway this morning
Okay,
rather than
all
trying
right.
to reconvene everybody? Okay, I appreciate that,
Okay,
Your
no
Honor.
problem. Okay, well then maybe you should tell them to let you know when Mr.
Yeah.
Boston comes.
I have a text message to Ms. Roberts over there, and I'm not getting a response yet. But and I
Oh, and
actually
I'm
want
also
to pop.
gonna, oh, go ahead.
I just want to go over there and make sure that the general warrants prosecutor knows that Ms. Layfield is here.
Oh, yeah, but I told the judge.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I told the judge that, she was here, but she was my defendant.
Okay.
But you can tell the
Your defense.
prosecutor, but I did tell the judge.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, well then give me one moment. Let's see. We can do Fields, Mims, and well, I'll do Robertson, and then maybe
Robertson.
Mr. Henderson. I don't know if you know who the prosecutor is next door, but maybe you can talk to them. I don't know who it is, but just give me a moment. I'm gonna take a brief recess, and then we'll be ready to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we
You
figure out who that is in jail?
That should.
Oh, Michael Mathis. Oh,
Who's that
maybe that's
person in
why he
jail?
didn't have a pre-sentence investigation. Okay. And
He's a
okay,
random
he's
guy.
ready. All right, so give me a moment. I'll put him in a waiting room, and then I'm gonna take a brief recess, and then we'll be ready to go with all the cases that are left.
Okay, cool. We could probably flick forward a little bit.
Except Miss Layfield. We'll figure out what we're gonna do about Layfield.
And actually, Judge Ms. Harrington, it looks like she's still in the audience.
Who?
And that Katrina Harrington, and on the docket that's charged domestic violence.
I told y'all to send her next door. Judge Garrett was expecting Harrington. You asked me if you could go domestic violence. I said yes.
I did, Judge. Okay, and I'm gonna run.
Okay.
The logo on the wall of justice. Which wall of justice?
Well,
Really blank?
the screen just went blank.
On the judge's wall or on
On the
attorney's
defender.
wall? On the defender's wall. Oh, it'll be back in a minute. Let's go.
There, that one.
That one.
Yeah.
It seems like with the M, it seems like it has a little vagina.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so gritty bloke. What I always tell my students is always look at your every mark that you make like you're like a 13-year-old, right? So because someone will, right? Because I've seen so many designers, student designers, even experienced designers make logos and things and
Yes, Judge.
put them all over everything. Sorry, put them all over everything, and then suddenly someone sees a giant phallus or something like that in it, and then it's like too late once it's printed all over everything. And once people see a penis in it, that's it. It's over.
Yeah.
Right? Like you can't unsee it.
Well, there's a gun manufacturer in the U.S., Ruger, Ruger. Well, so there's two R's in the name. So, but they did this advertising campaign where it's get the hard, or something about the hard R, which is a reference
The hard R
to the N-word. But they didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rappers say it like it with it ending in an A.
Yeah. You've got to be so careful.
Like Mark Richards dropped the hard R in the Rittenhouse opening.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Christine. Yeah, like especially if you're a big company like that, you can afford to do a little bit of market research.
Yeah.
You know, and just see, especially when you're living in a country with so many different cultures and so much sensitivity, and it really matters to your brand, then it's probably worth it.
Yeah.
But in terms of really bloke, I wouldn't be proud of that either. Yeah. But I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
And I just looked in the chat. Apparently, the person that's in the
Christine, go for your life.
That I just said I sent to that jailer. That may be Jeffrey Williams, and then I see a lawyer named Lutz. So I don't know what that means. Maybe somebody could find out.
Okay, I'll go check right now.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so whoever that person is, I assume either they're just someone in the gallery or it could be a defendant. I don't know. But so you can come into the actual courtroom and you can sit and be part of the hearing, like I suppose via a computer screen or something like that, or just like with a microphone. So that's why that screen is up. I have noticed that I have seen some actual hearings occur in that room, but it's by the potato cam.
Oh.
Okay, so now she's back. We're going to get into the rest of the day stuff.
Judge, can we, regarding the Johnson and Layfield cases, can we, the lawyers, all do a telephone conference at 10 o'clock?
That's in 3 minutes.
No.
3 minutes.
And when you say we, the lawyers, who do you mean? You and the prosecutor and the other prosecutor and the defense attorney?
Yeah. I guess I'm asking if we can be excused to do that. That's exactly what I'm asking for.
Oh, well, I don't know if you could do it at 10 o'clock, but let's get Mr. Mathis done. And then I want to do Mathis and Robertson.
Okay.
All right. And then did we find out if Mr. Lutz is actually representing the other jailer?
We don't believe so. Ms. Hall is talking to him right now. It looks like Mr. Lutz was appointed, and the last time he was here may have been January of 2023 for a redetermination hearing.
Come here.
Mr. Lutz was appointed on a misdemeanor or on a felony?
Well, I'm not sure how that happened, but it looks like he was appointed, and it has always been a misdemeanor.
Is he in jail?
Okay. Maybe he was just appointed.
He's in jail, isn't he?
Redetermination hearing or something. I don't know why that would be. Okay, then I'm ready on Mathis. This is case number 224499601. The people of the state of Michigan versus Michael Mathis. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for sentencing. Appearances, please.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
And for the record, Your Honor, Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Mr. Michael Mathis. Good morning, Mr. Mathis, sir. When they unmute you, please tell the judge your full name.
We need you to be unmuted. Oh, there we go.
You can't do it.
My name is Michael Easton Mathis.
Thank you. Today is the day set for sentencing, and this matter does not have a pre-sentence investigation, and I don't know if I took the plea for Mr. Mathis. I don't think I did, because I would have set it at 8:59 if I didn't order a pre-sentence investigation. So do we have any information, Ms. Stevenson, as to how long Mr. Mathis is expected to be in custody?
I don't have an answer to that, Your Honor, but we would, the plea agreement, according to the information I have, was that he be sentenced to credit for time served. So we would ask that he be sentenced to not, well, I don't know, 45 days in the Wayne County Jail, give him credit for 45 days served and the matter be closed. I believe today would have been scheduled to give the complaining witness an opportunity to be present at sentencing, and I don't believe there's a complainant here, Your Honor.
Mr. Henderson?
There is not a complainant here today, and so we would agree to abide by the previously entered into plea agreement.
Deputy, is there a deputy around?
Is there a deputy around? I mean, there's no complaint. Isn't he the state?
No. I guess whatever the crime was.
Good morning,
against
deputy.
The person.
Hi, Judge. Good morning.
Oh, hello.
Deputy, do you know how long Mr. Mathis has been in the Wayne County Jail?
Judge, I don't know offhand, but if you give me one moment, I can verify it.
Okay, can you verify that for me, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I can find out. All right, bye-bye. I just sit here. Don't go anywhere now.
Take your time. I got all
Well,
day.
the court will note while I'm waiting on the deputy to verify the amount of time that Mr. Mathis has been in the custody of the Wayne County Jail, that there are only 3 individuals in my waiting room, and they are all defendants.
Why don't you just
There is
ask
an
him?
individual in the courtroom, but it is also, that person is also a defendant. So the court does not believe that the complaining witness has appeared to make any victim impact statement today. I will, I suppose, honor the
Is he in the toilet?
I just want to make sure
What?
of how much time he has already served. Yes,
Ooh.
deputy?
Judge, May 26th of this year is when he was booked in.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's not on the toilet, is he?
Oh, clearly, Mr.
No.
Mathis has already served over the maximum penalty for this offense. Therefore, the court is going to
Seriously?
sentence Mr. Mathis with respect to this matter to 93 days in the Wayne County Jail, and I will give him credit for 93 days served.
She's in
And
Wayne
the court
County.
will close this matter
Vicky?
out
Oh, nice.
with improvement. Mr. Mathis, you're all set with respect to this particular case, okay, sir?
Okay.
All right.
Oh,
Have
got
a
any
great
friends
day.
for applicators?
Despite where you are, stay safe.
Do you have any
Sounds like
questions?
You're
Sounds
welcome.
like Sling Blade.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ain't
You're
got no
welcome.
gas
All right,
in it.
and then I'm ready on
I'm off to
Robertson.
fix Jamie's lawnmower.
What's he doing?
And then Miss Hall, were you able to speak with Mr. Williams? I do see the note that he's on the mental health floor.
I was able to speak with him.
Okay.
He is currently in pain. He believes he has a torn rotator cuff, but we were still able to speak.
Oh, okay. So he's scheduled for
Poor little fella.
a pretrial. Were you just going to get another date?
Sure, I done that. He just a boy. Poor little fella.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, then let's go ahead and do Mr. Williams so he can go and.
Well, actually, no, I wasn't just going to get another date. No,
Oh,
not
What, he can't sit through this?
let me see something.
able to actually handle his case today.
Oh,
Oh,
But
okay, well then,
he's
hold
just-
on.
he's right there. Let's go
So,
over it.
Miss Stevenson, who's doing Robertson?
I am.
Peace, baby.
Okay. Oh, but Mr. Henderson is needed on that phone call,
Hey.
correct, Miss
Oh,
Stevenson?
hey, Outline. You like her,
Yes,
do you?
Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, I found her
I mean, I
quite
can
fun
set it up and
entertaining.
he can just put us
Do you
on
like my-
hold until
Do
he's
you like
ready
my
to
Sling
come
Blade
over.
references?
Yeah, do that. Mhm. Okay.
I've watched 2
Miss
days of her so
Robertson, are you
far.
gonna come on screen? Can you come on screen for me?
What? I paused it. What'd you say?
I said, because Outline Ray says she lost Judge Bryant, and yeah, I've watched 2 days of her so far.
Yeah.
And yeah, I found her to be really fair. She puts a fair bit of, she gives people a fair bit of latitude, but when she has decided that someone has just pushed her, she fires off. So
she becomes a brassy judge.
She becomes a brassy judge. Yeah, exactly. So she's running a Zoom courtroom here, like just for these small matters. And she expects people to be on time, to dress appropriately, like at least just not be in bed. Like, yeah, there was a lady before who came into the Zoom, like actually in bed. Yeah. And then when she was asked about it, she was like that. And judge did not like that, right? So, but then again, like there are people here who are like they're not exactly in suit and tie or anything like that. And she's putting up with it as long as they're respectful to her, they speak respectfully to her. So I think like she's being pretty good, but like and she's no judge mummy. Like she's not like speaking down to anyone or anything like that. So I'm really enjoying her because I've watched a few of these judges over the last sort of couple of days. I've been looking for one to share with you all, and I've got another one actually I found yesterday, but this one here I liked. So and I noticed that she had about 100 or 150 people in chat when she was live. So I thought, okay, people must like her. Cool, let's keep going.
Okay, there you go. So I'm going to do Robertson and then I'll do...
I'm sorry, it's Jeremy Robertson.
Okay, hold on, sir. That's fine. You're going to get a chance to tell your name, but don't interrupt me. You just wait. Okay.
Oh, sorry, ma'am.
I'm ready.
Okay, I'll wait.
On case number 19.
I'm going home.
4559401. Sir, turn on your camera.
What? Make up your mind, woman.
I'm ready on case number 1944. Strike that. 4559401.
What you've been doing with your
camera. Michigan versus Jeremy Robertson. The defendant is charged with one count of animals abandoning cruelty to one animal. Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances,
send him to prison.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
Rakidia Hall on behalf of Mr. Robertson, P number 82954. Mr. Robertson, may you unmute yourself and state your full name for the record?
What did he do?
Jeremy Robertson.
Today is the date set for a pretrial conference. How are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we would like to set this matter for a final pretrial and also request discovery.
Yep, that's right, Hot Irish. Throw the book at him. What'd he do? I have no presumption of innocence for people who are cruel animals. None. It's guilty, guilty, guilty.
All right. The court is going to continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Robertson and set the matter for a final pretrial conference. The court is going to set the final pretrial conference for February the...
Got my angry side
February the 8th.
Yeah, let me add him to the gallows with him.
At 9:00 a.m. Please stop raising your hand.
She knows. She knows he's meanie.
Discovery should be submitted to defense by January the 8th.
What's he been doing with his camera?
Bond will continue.
He's probably just eating a really greasy meal.
And Ms. Hall, your client has something he needs to address with you. I'm going to send him back. Maybe I didn't say it. Please stop raising your hand. I don't know. Maybe I didn't say it. And I just
I'm sorry. I do apologize, but it is 2 court dates in one day. I was trying to inform you of that. That's all.
Really? No one cares.
What we're gonna learn in this courtroom 339 is a couple of things. We're not gonna speak unless we are acknowledged to do so by the court.
Well,
When
that's
I
why
say that I'm gonna send someone back to the breakout room so they can talk to their lawyer, then that's probably what I mean. That's probably exactly what I mean. And that every day that I show up, I'm going to be in charge of this courtroom every day. Ms. Hall, your client has something to tell you in a breakout room. So I'm going to send your client back to a breakout room so that he can tell you what he needs to tell you.
Why is she
and
yelling
then
at
you're
her?
going to decide if it's appropriate for it to be told to me.
Yes, Your Honor.
Additionally, there is a person in breakout room number 6 without a plus sign, Miss Williams. So I'm going to need Miss Williams to also be addressed. So I'm going to move Mr. Robertson to breakout room number 4.
Robertson. Why is she mad at her?
I'm ready on Williams.
Because her client's an idiot.
This is case number 22. Oh, she
She
went right
gets
away. I didn't mean for her to go right away. So
yeah, she's just scared. She's gone.
Wait till she come back. Mr. Henderson, you could maybe jump on. I don't know. That call may take a minute. That's why I was trying to do what I was doing over here. But
Lord have mercy.
She's like,
yes, Your Honor.
I'm glad they're gone.
If I may be excused, I'll keep the Zoom up, and if you need me, I'll come off the call and come back to you.
Okay, go ahead.
He's in pain apparently. That guy in the bottom right, he's in pain.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's apparently in pain. And apparently he can't handle doing this today. Yet they've kept him there the whole time. He's been there for about, I don't know, 8-9 minutes. So I don't know why he can't do this today. All he has to do is sit there and we go, yes, no, yes, no. So I don't know what the big deal is about that. Hey, Colleen.
Hey.
Welcome, love. Maybe he needs to. I thought he was on the toilet when he came in. Like that looks like a toilet to me.
4 minutes later, he's still there.
Oh, look at him. Oh, he does look like he's in pain.
No, I think
wrong
he
with
just needs
What
to.
happened to him?
He's constipated. He's not able to poo.
Okay.
It's been a rough
Yeah, he's
week.
grimacing. All right. Very rough week.
He needs some.
He really is
Metamucil.
not happy. Metamucil. Okay, so here we go.
Maybe some X-Lax.
Now she's a lawyer. This chick here in the bottom right. That's
I ain't got
time.
I ain't got time
and
for
then
this.
I'm gonna have Mr. Henderson
Oh, he's back.
come back in. But I did realize that I still said Mr. Robertson's name wrong when I took him in the breakout room. So
is it
it's
online?
Robertson, not Robertson,
That was nice.
but it's Robertson. So now it's Robertson.
Robertson's not a very
Mr.
hard name to
Henderson is back. Miss
say.
Hall.
Yes, Your Honor, there is nothing further for Mr. Robertson.
So he doesn't have a conflict with February the 8th.
He does not. He actually had a conflict with today's date, but he's just trying to get on his way to the other court hearing.
Oh, okay. Well then,
because
we're
he
all
abused
set
some other animals
until
somewhere
February
else.
8th at 9 o'clock. Have a great day and stay safe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Robertson.
Welcome. I'm ready on Williams. This is case number 224539401. People of the state of Michigan versus Jeffrey Williams. Defendant is charged with 1 count of indecent exposure, and today is the date set for
Did you say Salvador Dali?
pre-trial conference. Appearances, please.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
When you were drunk.
Rakidia Hall on behalf of Jeffrey Williams. Sir, may you state your full name for the record?
What?
Yesterday, when we were talking backstage and you were really, really drunk, you were like, okay, well, you can't see my screen, so now's the time for me to indecently expose myself.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, no.
I didn't.
You forgot about that, didn't you, Dali?
I think I made some joke about it, but didn't do it.
It was a joke. You weren't going to, but I was like, ah! Anyway, moving on.
We had a plan today, and yeah.
We have a very interesting friendship. Because
we're an odd couple.
We are.
Mr. Williams, what's your name?
Williams.
Cletus.
What's your first name?
Cletus.
Jeffrey.
All right, today is the day set for a pretrial conference. Ms. Hall, how are we proceeding?
Your Honor, we would like to request a dismissal in the absence of the complainant.
It's no complainant, is it? Who is the
It says that the
complainant?
complainant is James Jones.
Is that the police?
The police.
Your
I believe
Honor.
that was another incarcerated individual that was with Mr. Williams.
Oh, Mr. Henderson, what's the situation with Mr. Williams?
Pardon me, Your Honor. I had it pulled up, and now This is Jeffrey Williams.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Okay. I do not have any documents on this case at all. I don't have a case file or anything.
No documents.
So I'm unsure. I apologize to the court.
That's all right. Well, this is what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to deny defense counsel's motion. This is the first scheduling of this pretrial conference. I don't know. So if the matter, it sounds like the matter allegedly occurred at the Wayne County Jail.
What?
Is that what you're saying? Okay. And
exposed himself at the jail?
The people's witness may or may not be still at the Wayne County Jail. Or that I don't know if that's an employee of the Wayne County Jail. I don't know what that situation is. But what I will do, since I don't know though, I will adjourn the pretrial conference and require either the appearance of the complaining witness, or if it's an employee of the Wayne County Jail, I'm not going to require their appearance, but people need to confirm who the complaining witness is. So the motion to dismiss is denied. The pretrial is adjourned. Now, is the deputy near? Is the deputy near? Deputy?
Deputy?
Yes, Your Honor. Is Mr. Williams being held on this case, or does he have another hold?
Another hold?
If you give me one moment, I can look into it for you, Your Honor. Okay, hold on. Ms. Hall, you're shaking your head. He has another hold.
Yes, Your Honor. According to Mr. Williams, he does have other pending cases. This case, he has a $2,000 personal bond on, but he does have the requirement on another case.
Okay, well then we're good, Deputy. Thank you. You're welcome, Your Honor. So I'm gonna adjourn Mr. Williams' case to today Thursday, to February the 1st.
She had no idea I added that. She just hears a reach around.
8:36. The complaining witness has to appear, or the people have to tell me that the complaining witness is an employee of the jail.
Look, a good reach around should catch you.
And if the complaining witness is not an employee of the jail and they do not appear, then the court will reconsider its decision on the motion to dismiss. Okay.
I was looking for.
Yes. All right, and Brown will continue because he has.
I was looking for my Blazing Saddles clip. Excuse me while I whip it out. I couldn't
and you
find
found
it.
the reach around. There's nothing no bad time for a reach around, really.
The personal bond on my case. All right, then we're all set. Feel better. I hope you can get some relief for your arm.
Get some
relief. Because something. Yeah, he needs some relief. Check him out. He's in pain.
Why is Miss Nelson here? Counsel, you could go back to the call. Are you all finished with the call?
No, Your Honor, still going on.
All right, you
Thank
can go back to the call. Miss Hall, are you able to do these two reviews?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Miss Hall
So
looks
let's
about
go with-
17.
I don't think I had any. Oh wait, I might have had something on
She looks
Fields.
very,
Let's go
very
with
young.
Mims. And then Fields. Let me
She
let
also
in.
looks like she has a little bit of an attitude.
Just a little.
Just a little, yeah. She's not happy. What have I done with my life? Why am I here?
Mr. Mims, you can start your video. Miss Nelson, good morning.
Mr. Mims. Oh, hello.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Sophia
I don't
Nelson.
have you listed on my
That's not
docket. Which
Sophia
case-
Nelson, surely.
Nelson.
I'm trying to appear on behalf of Brandarian and Barker as far as getting a warrant set aside.
Oh, just call the courtroom.
Okay, I will do that.
I'll reach around, please, Queenie. Really? You didn't know what that was?
All right, I'm ready on Mims. This is case number 174504401, the People versus Rodney Mims. Defendant is charged with guns, reckless use. Today is the date set for review. Miss Hall, your appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Rakidia Hall on behalf of Rodney Mims. Sir, may you
Come
state
back,
your full name for the
Sophia.
record?
Rodney Mims.
All right, today is the date set for review, and I did have a report from Mr. Sciatti that indicates Mr. Mims has been in warrant status. He did complete, it looks like he completed a marijuana insight class and the firearms class, but he still had to do, hold on, let me see. Oh, he still had to do 64 hours of community service. 40 hours of community service was a part of the original sentence, which, let's see, which was probably not me. And then 24 hours was added for a sanction for non-compliance. He still owes $1,212, and he has 2 new cases that
Oh dear.
he pled
new
guilty
cases.
to, and that would be a violation of his probation. Ms. Hall?
Your Honor, in terms of the community service, Mr. Mims did state that he completed the community service and that he did send the documentation to Mr. Sciatti. However, Mr. Sciatti does not have it, so he indicates that he'll be able to go back to the location where he completed the community service and get another document to turn in again. And he does understand he has to make payments towards the amount that he owes. For the disorderly conduct and the 2 disorderly conduct cases, I'm not sure what the date of offenses are for those cases.
Well, he just pled guilty. I don't know what the date of offense is. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Mr. Flanagan, look these up for me, please. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
And
Where's
it
Mr.
said he
Flanagan?
received the 2 cases since being placed on probation, Ms. Hall, but I'm going to give Mr. Flanagan SP 15105461.
Where's Babu?
Date of offense, October 14, 2023 at 10:59
Where's
p.m.
Babu?
On the litter box.
And U 603-46721.
Everybody poops.
Well, the one was the other day, so that violates the probation.
U ticket, date of offense, May 13, 2021 at 11:45 p.m.
Okay.
What do you do?
So, Your Honor, given that that fact, obviously the new charges are a violation of Mr. Mims's probation. However, we are asking for an additional chance, and if you are inclined to violate Mr. Mims on the probation, we're asking that the sentence be the remaining conditions needed to be completed for the original probation, especially just to give him more time to make the payments and get the documentation for community service sent over.
All right, Mr. Mims.
Ooh.
You're utterly failing this probation. In fact, you've utterly failed. And I believe this is a 1-year misdemeanor, if I'm not mistaken.
Utterly
guns
fair.
reckless use. That may be a 1-year misdemeanor or a 6-month
I
misdemeanor.
thought it was just like one case.
I don't know what you've been doing recently, and I don't know
Jury
what your
would
criminal
do.
history is. I don't know where you've been, but I can tell you where you look like you're going. I don't know where you've been in your past, but it looks like you're going back to the Wayne County Jail. And I don't know what 2 disorderly conduct cases were about that you pled guilty to, but stop being disorderly. I don't know what the situations are, but you're flunking this probation. And probation is the alternative to jail. It's just as simple as that. And I think it's a shame when people go to jail on misdemeanor cases. For the most part, some people need to go to jail. Some of the misdemeanors are a little bit more serious. But I think it's a shame when people go to jail on misdemeanor cases when you've been given an opportunity for probation. Now, Mr. Schiatti, he's not perfect. And, you know, I don't know. Maybe it went to his spam and he didn't see it. I don't know how you're claiming that you gave the documentation to Mr. Schiatti. But generally speaking, when a person is doing what they're supposed to do, they know not to give the community service to Mr. Schiatti. They know to give it to Ms. Green, the community service coordinator. And then she verifies it, and then she gives it to the probation officer. I don't know, to show up in court, and you're supposed to have done 64 hours of community service, and you claim to have done it, but my probation officer just didn't get it. He didn't get any of the updates. He didn't get none of it. Okay.
He didn't do it.
I'm going to accept that he didn't get it. And then I'm going to accept that you did it, and and then you just got to go back to the community service place to get it. Now that's the story that you're saying today. That you just go back up there and they're going to give you the paperwork and the documentation. That means that I would give a short turnaround. If it's just a matter of paperwork, that means I would just give a short little turnaround. You go up there, you get your paperwork. If that's not the case, speak now or forever hold your peace. Because if I give you a short turnaround to get that paperwork and then you can't get the paperwork because they say they've never seen you before and you didn't do community service, I'm going to revoke your probation and you're going to go to jail. But if you just say, Judge, I ain't do it, I ain't gonna be able to get that paperwork, I need more time and I'm ready to be serious, then I'm gonna give you more time.
Is he even listening?
So what's it gonna be? More time or a short turnaround?
I did it for sure.
Okay.
All right.
And, when I gotta pay, I don't see it online and I came up there to try to pay it. My money I cannot pay.
Because you've been in warrant status, sir. You just can't have a warrant out for your arrest and then show up to pay. It doesn't work like that.
No, before that. Before that.
Okay. Well, I've been doing this particular job for 16 years. I've never seen it. I've been doing this for 16 years, since 2007, and I've never seen it. I've never seen a person who is not in warrant status, who is not under HIDA, show up and say, I want to pay my money, and they say, no, you don't have no case here. You're not in the system. This is case number 17. This was 10 years after I started. Case number 174504. It's in the system. We all found it.
Actually, Your Honor, I was not able to locate it in the Register of Actions in the 36th District Court website. Really? I don't know if it's available in JIS, but I was not able to locate it with the case number or his name.
Oh, that's because he's not public. That's what I said. Oh, and this was HIDA. You done messed up and lost your HIDA? Because guess what? He lost his HIDA. Oh, that's why he come down in the system. But guess what? That also is why I know he didn't come down here. He didn't come down to the 36th District Court. Because guess who can find it in the system? Me, my clerk, and the cashiers. Guess who has access to the non-public cases? Me, my clerk, and the cashier.
Stop flipping him off.
So apparently this was supposed to be HIDA back in 2017.
You're dealing with this 6 years later?
All right. So Mr.
Lord,
Flanagan, you can make it public because his HIDA is revoked. Now that's the penalty for the 2 new cases right there. His HIDA is revoked. It's public.
Judge
now
knows how to use
every
2
time
fingers.
he puts the numbers into the system. He said he for sure did the community service. So we're gonna and because it's possible that we have run out of time. I don't know. I didn't calculate it, but what we're gonna do also, I'm revoking his HIDA and putting him on probation for an additional 6 months for the violations, okay?
What is HIDA? Do you know, Line Rate?
And then that means he's going to give us proof of the community service, which he said he did. He's going to pay $1,212 plus an additional
just like
oversight fees for the 6 months, which would be $105, I think. Wait, no, I'm not counting correctly. 6 months, 420. That's 420 is 210.
That's what got him in trouble in the first place.
210 for oversight fees. Now I'll give him I'm going to give him a 3-month review date. I'm going to give you, I shouldn't be speaking to you in the third person. I apologize, Mr. Mims. I'm going to give you a 3-month review date. So hold on, probation violated. 6 month penalty. All right. This is December, January, February, March. Let's come back March the 7th at 1:30. Next review. And at that review, that's where I need to see the proof that he already did that community service.
Yeah, good luck.
Must have proof.
What if there's no proof?
Prior.
She just gonna she's gonna
put this note in ROA.
Yeah.
Prior. I want prior to be all capitalized.
Doing
prior community service completion.
Some sort of
that's March. And then I'm also going to give him a 6-month date for June.
Inconsistent testimony or something like that. Like, what could she do to him? Like, she's not going to charge him with perjury or something, but like, what can she do to him?
June the
5th. Just make the penalties harsher, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, these are all 2024 because I just wrote 2023.
Punish him harder.
June the 5th, final review.
Punish him harder.
Now you have until June the 5th to pay your balance, which is now 1,400 and.
KLI, how's it going?
14.
Hey.
I think 22, something like that. You have until June to pay that. And you have until March to get the proof of the community service. And those are the only 2 things you have left to do.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
You get the case dismissed at the end of probation if you complete it. Yeah, but he's
no,
not.
That's at 10. Thank you for saying that. That's at 10 a.m.
He's like she said.
So but the first date that you have, March 7th, that's
utterly gone against your probation.
Okay.
Okay, on Zoom. All right. Anything further?
Nothing further from Mr. Mims, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Mims, are you going to do this? You going to finish the probation, sir?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Did they put you on probation for any one of those other 2 cases, or you just paid money?
Paid money, and I'll do a class.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, then I'll see you in March. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Have a great day. Stay safe. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Thank you, Distant. I keep forgetting to
All
ask
right,
people
I'm ready
to press the
Fields.
like button.
Ms. Fields, start your camera.
And I've got like really low likes on my videos. Like I've got good views.
Okay, I need you to get stationary.
Likes. Please be stationary.
All right.
Why do people walk around?
This is case number
in Zoom meetings that are really important. It's so rude.
154499601. The people versus Kasha Lynise Fields. The defendant is charged with 1 count of retail fraud. Today is the date set for review. Ms. Hall, your appearance, please.
Rakitia Hall on behalf of Kasha Fields. Ma'am, may you state your full name for the record?
Kasha Lynise Fields.
Kasha.
Well, I thank you for just saying your name regular, Ms. Fields, and not over enunciating it because I pronounced it wrong. Thank you. So it's long A, Kasha, not Kasha.
Kasha.
Kasha. Yeah, tell them they know they could went ahead and put that Y
she
on there.
Make it the Kasha.
That's what I told my mom.
or an I. Like if they had to put a Y or an I, we would have said Kasha, but no. And I know I'm not the first person to call you Kasha, am I?
No, the doctors do. That's why I don't never say nothing.
Okay, thank you. Because I don't mean no harm. All right. Today is the day set for review. It's set by the magistrates, but I didn't have any report, but I think Mr. Flanagan did send me the original order. So give me 1 moment.
That's a great way to do it, Hopper. Get into a habit.
All right. Oh, so Ms. Fields, it looks like was on a delayed sentence. She was placed on this delayed sentence by me.
Yeah, right.
By me, because her court date was in 2020. That was during COVID. So I'm sure she, I assessed her a lot of stuff. So there must be something else to this that I'm not remembering at this moment. But let me read here. So it looks like oh, no, I did not. Okay, this wasn't me. Judge Kenneth King placed Ms. Fields on a delayed sentence October of 2019, and he gave all these conditions: theft prevention, work program, outpatient treatment, random screens. And then, let's see, as of July 9th, she had failed to pay any money. So this was from, but this was from Mr. Jodis, who's no longer with us. Let's see.
No longer with us. Was he passed?
So Miss Hall, why don't you tell me what's been going on with your client since 2020? Because according to this, basically, she didn't do anything. And at the time that Mr. Jodis submitted his recommendation to the court, he had recommended that her probation be revoked and that she be sentenced to 6 months in jail. So what has she been doing? Did she say she completed any of the conditions?
She did say that she completed the outpatient treatment, Your Honor. She said that during COVID, her and her probation officer lost contact. She was trying to call.
Well, Mr. Jodis, Mr. Jodis has passed, so she wouldn't have been able to get in touch with him, and no new probation officer was ever assigned after Mr. Jodis. Mr. Jodis was on an extended medical leave, and then he subsequently passed. So she doesn't have a probation officer. We would have to get her another one assigned. Let me ask you this: where did you complete outpatient treatment, and what was your drug of choice, alcohol or drugs?
It wasn't really a drug of choice. I didn't have a drug of choice. They just put me on that.
Okay, but you test positive for something.
It probably was marijuana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
which has subsequently become legal. Let's do this. Let's get Ms. Fields.
The wacky weed. The wackiest of weeds.
Do we agree that she still hasn't made any payments?
That is my understanding.
Okay.
You haven't made any payments?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna reinstate Ms. Fields and get her a new probation officer.
I'm not stoned right now. Not at all.
Let's give her a review date. I'm gonna put you back on probation for 6 months. So at the time, like I said, Ms. Jodis said she hadn't completed anything, and then his recommendation was 6 months in jail. I'm not going to follow that. But I am going to reinstate her probation. I'm not going to. It looks like she. What happened to me? It looks like she may have. Well, and at the time, she had gotten some new tickets, and all of that. According to this,
thank you, Judge,
she
for not throwing me in
received tickets in New Baltimore, ticket in Dearborn, Livonia, Troy. I'm going to forward this to you, Ms. Hall, so that you all can
what?
Yeah,
let her see what it was at the time that she had. I don't know if she's had an opportunity to clear those
today.
Oh my God!
Well, I didn't want to brag about it, but thank you.
I didn't even know.
I know. I didn't tell. I was being humble.
Why you would not tell me? Of all people, you wouldn't tell me?
Well, I was gonna after the stream, but we were focusing on this, and
my God, this is not that. No, it's important. This is good news.
It is. I'm very excited.
Yay! Sal got 500. Sal got 500. Yeah! Oh my God, we're gonna have a party.
Yeah, I'll have to do something.
Yes, you will.
But thank you.
Yes, Devils, don't be a bitch. Tell us you hoe. Yay! Oh, this is huge. Yeah. Oh, humble. Come on, garbage. We didn't even know these things. How hard have we been all working and pushing you and pushing your link and telling people to subscribe, and then you go and get it, and then you don't tell us.
It just happened 3 hours ago.
You were 40 down yesterday. What happened?
David really grifted me today on his show.
That was amazing. That's so fantastic.
Valhalla. So.
And Val. Oh.
Yeah.
600 subscriber. Mom Jensen for president.
Oh, that'd be amazing. You'll get there, Nikki.
Oh, wouldn't that be amazing? He's such a great guy. Oh, wow. Yay. Oh, I think hug. Hug.
Now I'm all embarrassed.
No, you're not. 400 more than me, Sal. Yeah.
You'll get there, Nikki.
This guy, I was saying, yeah, Nikki. Saying the other day on Nick's stream was like, I wish I could like give you like 100 subs and you could give me your watch hours, and then we could have like a monetization like twinsy co-host party. But
thank you so much.
I'm a few weeks away, I think.
No,
yeah, MLS. Yeah, a few weeks away. MLS, we pushed it hard. Yay! That's all it was going to ever take. Like just a little bit of everyone sort of pulling together and sharing it in one stream. And I knew that MLS could help you like that. Wow, that's so great. Yay. What's this say? Stray, one Y may be added to greetings on a daily basis, but not to exceed 45,000. What are you talking about? Oh, sorry. So happy for you, Sal. We are also happy for you. How many more hours do I need? It's getting there, probably about 400 now. Because people have been really watching my older streams, and so I am going to be doing more of these. I'm going to be, the weekend's going to be huge. I have something big planned, a Becky Orama. I have a special guest coming on, breaking some news, and then my Hearsay for Days is going to be on. I'm going to do more graphic streams, but apart from that, please, everybody, rewatch my playlists, chuck them on in the background. Whatever you guys can do, I would love. I owe you big time. And just anything I can do to thank you, let me know. Like if you want any photos retouched, if you want me to go live and give you any tips on anything, let me know. I'm here for you. Let's all help each other.
Yep.
So yeah, let's keep going.
Those things up, but I'm going to reinstate her probation with the condition also, of course, that she has to clear up those, if those warrants are still open, she has to clear them up. And she probably want to clear them up because it looked like she working and you don't want to just get arrested on one of those warrants. So probation reinstated. And I'm going to start off at 6 months. I'm going to say if you complete the probation within the 6-month period that I'm extending you to, then I may consider still honoring the delayed sentence, because technically I guess that would be 12 months, but I'll have to kind of look at the statute. Do they mean 12 consecutive months? But I'm going to set a final review for June 5th, but I also will give Ms. Fields an interim review of March 7th. The March 7th court time is at 1:30. And then
you're amazing, Stray.
Do we have a current address and phone number for Ms. Fields?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, because I
and
currently
congrats
don't know
on
who
your
your
new tool,
probation
Stray.
officer will be. So we're going to reach out to the supervisor.
I just nodded, Stray.
Get you a probation officer assigned, and then they're going to contact you. Okay. If you have not heard from a probation officer in 2 weeks.
Do you know this, Judge David? I don't know how much you can say. But I think she's.
I'm sure he could say if he knows.
Well,
yeah, she is. She's in Wayne County. He would know her.
So I'm just curious if you've ever been before.
Stray does have a wrench. Stray is absolutely owns a wrench. And absolutely. You're wonderful, Stray. You're really a loyal chatter. You've
really
proved yourself to be a great mod over with MLS. And thank you so much for everything you've been doing to support this channel and support all of us, actually. You've been wonderful. And you're such a great part of the community. Love having you around. David, guess what? I just found out that he's got his 500. I was asleep when all that happened.
I know, I'm humble about it.
I'm asleep.
I know.
Yeah, well, whatever. Like everyone, like you work really, really hard, Dave. David does work hard, but
yeah,
Sal's been working really, really hard, and it's just one of those things. It's like sometimes subscribers happen, like they come along in little waves. Sometimes they just stall for a long time.
Yeah.
And finally, this is so great.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have a party to celebrate.
And I can, do super chats and raise some funds for Jensen and stuff like that. It'll be a lot easier.
Not for Jensen.
Well, no, not for Jensen. Free my boy.
No.
To get more of the manuscript and stuff like that.
To get more manuscripts.
Yeah,
exactly.
So.
You deserve it. This is wonderful. Fantastic news. You love our group. We love you straight. We love all of you guys. And David, yes, so the judge didn't call back. Yeah, so David's looking into a jury trial for Dali and I to cover in Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm sure he'll call back sometime. Yay! Thanks for being here, David.
You need to reach out to the courtroom or to your attorney and say nobody has still contacted me from probation. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Anything further?
Your Honor, I just wanted to say for the record, thank you for being willing to reconsider delayed sentence if she properly successfully completes this probation. She did express that she is working and she almost did not get hired at her job because of the.
Yes. Max Mira is, I don't know if you know him, he is a very eccentric individual. He can be very offensive, but he's also very, very intelligent, like insanely intelligent, funny. He's Japanese.
I love Max.
And you see him like on Meme Copium and he's, being all offensive. And then you see him and he's just like, and he's just so intelligent. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm doing his schedule and mine don't really line up great. So I wanted to stream with him. He suggested an anniversary stream a couple weeks ago. And then I was like, oh yeah, Pearl Harbor. Or he suggested Pearl Harbor. Oh, thank you. Oh yeah, you. So then they're like several hours, like 12 hours ahead. So their Pearl Harbor happened on December 8th. So tomorrow at 5 Eastern, December 8th, from the Japanese perspective, we'll be covering Pearl Harbor, his feelings on it. I really have no idea how it's going to go. But he's very intelligent and it'll be interesting to learn about Japanese culture. So anyways.
Love Max.
Warrant for this case. She also did get hired, but she does want to still take advantage of the delayed sentence if it is possible. So I have full faith in Ms. Fields that she will successfully complete this probation within the amount of time given.
All right. And Ms. Fields, you're going to have just this short time to do it. So that's why I want to make sure we get you connected with probation officer quickly. So remember, put an alarm or alert on your calendar or something. If you haven't heard from probation in 2 weeks, then reach out to your lawyer, to my courtroom, something. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
All right, then you're all set, Ms. Fields. Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Bye bye.
Right,
Don't smoke too much weed.
All right, I'm ready on Williams. This is case number 174577801. The people of the state of Michigan versus Neowana. Middle name maybe Monique or Monica. Last name Williams. Defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. And today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Neowana Williams. Ms. Williams, ma'am, please tell the judge your full name.
My name is Neowana Monet.
That's kind of that's always been really fascinating to me, how they were before World War II and how they changed. The dynamics of how they evolved over the years. It's just always been very interesting to me. So I'm excited.
A. Williams.
Thank you, ma'am. Today is the day set for final pretrial conference. How we proceeded. Ms. Williams, if it's possible, can you face that window or at least have the the window to your side
Good
so
Lord,
that
woman.
we kind of can,
1 second, Judge.
okay.
Come on now.
Like right there is perfect. If that's,
it's not really.
the lighting is
Oh.
kind of perfect. I don't know
No,
what that
no,
does for your
no.
ability to hold your device, but
Oh, I got it. I'm okay.
okay.
Oh, lady,
All right.
come on.
Yep.
This is not the
Okay, Ms. Stevenson, how are we proceeding today?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Williams will continue her plea of not guilty, and we are asking that this matter be scheduled for jury trial.
Court is going to continue a not guilty plea. On behalf of Ms. Williams, I will place the matter on for jury trial on May 6th.
Yeah.
With a final pretrial conference. Okay, Mr. Flanagan, I don't have these final pretrial conferences written down, so let's
When did you say?
let's go through
When?
these other cases so I can
I don't know.
appropriately schedule a final pretrial conference. Ms. Williams' case will be the fourth in priority on this particular day. Okay, so May 6th, I have a Dennis Jones case. I need the final pretrial conference date.
I'm writing down
For
whenever
Dennis
she's got a
Jones,
jury
final
trial.
pretrial, April 26th at 9:10.
Really? Oh, that's late in the game. That must be almost, yes, it's gonna go case. Ms. Stevenson, do you know?
I don't, Your Honor.
Okay, April 26th. What about,
yeah, I'm sure. David, you probably know more about this if you're still here. But I know like long trials, the judges leave Friday open. There's always like judges have to, like in the morning, sometimes they leave time to do sentencings or other motions, stuff like that. It's just a nightmare.
about, what does this say? Last name may be Royal Douglas, I guess, because I have a hyphen.
I'm finding it really hard to navigate the dockets.
Oh, that doesn't work. I need to change Dennis Jones.
At least
I have Dennis
defendant
Jones as
name or
being number
something
one in
like
priority.
that.
I need to make that final pretrial. Let's change it to, well, let me see. You said Royal Douglas is when?
April 4th.
Okay.
Another one.
And I need to make
Royal Douglas. April.
Okay, April 4th. And then what about Romel Wallace?
Romel Wallace.
April 4th, 9:10.
Okay. All right, so let's adjourn. Oh, not adjourn. Let's reschedule Dennis Jones for April 3rd. I need Dennis Jones to come in before those other two cases.
Okay.
So let's reschedule Dennis Jones for April 3rd. So Ms. Stevenson, make a note. Maybe you can make sure your client knows, but we're going to send out a notice. And then I'm going to put Ms. Williams. Let's put Ms. Williams pretrial. For April 8th.
April 8th.
At 9:10.
April 8th at 9:10 a.m.
So Ms. Williams, what that means for you is there are 3 other cases scheduled for jury trial that day. If they settle on their final pretrial conference, that's how your case moves up in priority. If one of the cases that's above yours is going to go on their jury trial day, then I'll give you another jury trial day. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Anything further with respect to Ms. Williams?
May I say something?
Not really.
I just have Ms. Williams, I'm happy to talk with you further. And if you may ask a question, if you have a question about the date, any other questions I'm gonna ask you to wait on. And Judge, I would just ask that at the final pretrial conference that the complaining witness's cooperation be determined. This is a 2017 case, and I think that individual last either determined or that they be required to appear. That person was last here March 14th of 2023, according to my notes.
Okay, and that
that's
that
my
will
initial-
just be over a year. I'm sorry, Mr. Henderson.
I was just going to say that's what I have as well,
Okay,
as far as their last appearance.
okay, and since that will just be slightly over the year, then the people will confirm that the witness is available and still cooperating with the prosecution. Okay, Ms. Stevenson, did you want to take Ms. Williams in the breakout to see if there's something for the record, or you want to?
May I please, Your Honor?
Yes. Ms. Williams, I'm going to send you back to the breakout room. 1 second.
So your chat, Mr. Henderson.
All right, Ms. Williams,
Yes,
go back
okay.
to the breakout room.
Hello. Oh, now my phone is ringing. Oh my God, why does everybody get a call? Sorry. I saw the question about jury trials and jury selection, and I thought it was going to be easier just to pop on and answer it real quick. So what they tend to do is they tend to schedule 3 or 4 jury trials all on the same date, with the likelihood that several of them are going to get adjourned for various reasons, and maybe some of them will plea out and things like that. And if there's a conflict, meaning like both of, like 2 or more trials are ready to go, we're not going to plea out, we're not going to take a plea deal, then the oldest case on the docket goes first, and it can go down to the minute sometimes, and the other ones just go home and get reset, and then they pick a jury. But they kind of want an idea ahead of time, so you have these pre-trials throughout the stages of the case. Like I have a trial scheduled for February, and the first week of January, I have to go in and tell them how many witnesses I have, how many days I think this is going to take. The prosecution has to do the same thing, and then they kind of work in the windows. That's essentially how that works.
Okay, so the chances of it going ahead are still like about 30-20%, even
You
if you
usually
have a date.
show up. Yeah, you usually show up about 3 times before you actually go.
Really? Wow,
Yeah.
that must be so frustrating. Even if you've got witnesses and everything who have kind of made their time available.
Or experts that have to fly in and
experts and things. He's still there, David?
David.
Oh, this is kind of like the Zoom situation. It's like,
Yeah.
are you still there? Are you unmuted? Are you muted? Oh, he's disappeared.
He uses voice to stream.
He voice to stream. Maybe David's AI. I think David might be a bot. Maybe he's a Russian bot.
Maybe it was like pre-recorded and it's an alibi pop-in.
Maybe it was an alibi pop-in.
He's going to go commit a crime and needed an alibi.
Yes. He needed an alibi. So we pre-recorded that and he sent it to our stream.
Great, I'm going to have to now testify.
This is now evidence.
It's not, yeah. It's an alibi stream.
This is an exhibit in his future murder trial.
And we're just going to be on screen laughing. We just completely wrecked his plan.
We're going to be like, yeah. We're going to wreck his grand plan. Oops, this is an alibi stream.
No, be cool.
Oops, sorry, no, it's not.
No, we were just joking. He's not doing any criminalities.
We're just joking. No, that wasn't an alibi. That was not his alibi at all. No. That was real. That was really David.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, and then are we now ready on Layfield?
Ready on Ms. Layfield, Your Honor.
Ms. Layfield, you can stand up to the podium, please.
Good Lord, she's been waiting forever.
Has she?
Oh, is he
He's
shopping with his mom?
All right,
I hope nothing happens to her.
Is he really, or is that a joke?
540-301, the people versus Tanika Rose Layfield. The defendant is charged with 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
Janice Stevenson appearing on behalf of Ms. Tanika Layfield. Ms. Layfield, ma'am, please tell the judge your full name.
Good morning, Tanika Rose Layfield. Thank you. Today is the date set for pretrial conference.
He really
the court
was?
will note, of course, that the complained
Yeah,
witness
he
was present
Mhm.
today, but of course also has another case as the defendant. How are we proceeding?
We first thank the court for its indulging us trying to work out both of these cases, Your Honor, which we've been trying to do since October 13th. We have a little glitch in that Ms. Ritter took sick, unfortunately. So Miss Judge Garrett has set the cross complainant for pretrial on January 11th. If we could have pretrial and hear on that day, I think that we could wrap this case up, Your Honor.
Pretrial on what? January 11th? Okay, so was David just saying that what a pretrial is not what he's talking about, right? So if you turn up for what he was just saying,
like pretrial hearings, like 3-4 times in his case beforehand to discuss rulings, motions, to discuss if it's progressing, if it's going to go to trial.
Okay. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I'm probably heavier than just here, but
good point, Juan.
All right, I'll set the matter for. I'll adjourn the pretrial to January 11th at 8:30. Anything? No, not at 8:30. Just put it on for 8:29, so I'll know that I put it on there.
It's all right, David. We believe you.
Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing on behalf of Ms. Layfield. I did submit a request to Mr. Clerk that Ms. Layfield needs proof that she's been in court for her children's school. Other than that, we don't have anything further.
All right, then we're all set. Ms. Layfield, they'll give you that notice. You're all set. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Should I go talk to Ms. Williams now?
Oh, yeah, to see if there's something on the record. Okay, yes.
Oh, no, don't vomit on me.
Mr. Flanagan, while she's doing that, can you pull up a copy of yesterday's docket?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have a couple of questions for you.
He looks like some sort of old school lawyer, like from the
Let me know when you have it up.
50s.
Okay,
right? Because what's with the hair and
the individuals that were scheduled for 1:30?
Who's he trying to be?
Looks like a Bond villain.
Yeah.
I did, because they're coming back. Oh, okay, David Johnson. All right, so I did David Johnson. Hold on. And he's coming back tomorrow.
Yeah, Kitty wasn't very well just now, straight. Kitty coughed at me,
this person,
and it was
Anthony,
a bit
Harris
worrying.
and Cunningham and Johnson. Were those all plea by mails?
Harris and Cunningham were. Johnson was scheduled on. Let me see when Johnson was scheduled. Okay, Johnson was scheduled on November 15th.
Yeah, wrong.
And he had called in, and we put him back on the docket for yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a KPS then.
Okay.
And so let's do this, because I was confused. Let's put the arraignment on. Let's put the plea by mails. Put them on the docket for an arraignment, not an arraignment on the bench warrant.
Okay.
And maybe I'll remember.
Oh God, Kat, really?
Also,
Why are you so loud?
These two particular people. Do you have? Were they in custody, or did you just send it to their last known address?
Marlo Cunningham was in custody. However, he's in federal custody, and I did send a writ, and I spoke with.
Oh wait, Miss Stevenson, who was the one that we did on the telephone?
Andrews, Devon Andrews.
I didn't have my docket. Oh, Andrews.
He'll be back in a minute.
He was in federal custody. Okay, so we did Andrews. All right. And so you said Cunningham is in federal custody?
Yes, Your Honor. FCI Beckley Federal Correctional Institution.
Okay, well then let's adjourn. Let's try again with him.
Okay.
And then let me ask a final question. So with respect to Cherries, when we get mail that's returned to the court, does it come to us, or how does that work?
I have not received any return mail. It would go to the mail room, but I haven't been contacted about return mail coming back.
Right, but have you ever been contacted about any return mail?
No, ma'am.
So let's find out from, is that is that Lauren? Is that whoever the supervisor is? Let's find out what happens if we send out something and it comes back returned. How will we know? So before I KPS him, let's see. Give me an answer to that and see if you could get it, and then we can talk about it tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. I'll get on this afternoon.
Okay, so let's adjourn the federal person that's Cunningham. Let's adjourn him. When is the next time that I have arraignment on the bench?
True.
I mean,
it does.
Plea by mails. When is the last? Well, I need at least 4 weeks.
That's crazy.
So let's go to January. I think I printed.
I did
those.
actually think about that though. He has been, I think, just about the only white dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at January.
He's
Also,
pretty
while I'm
sus,
looking at
though.
January, there's a review on January 2nd at 1:30. Move that to 10 o'clock and send out a notice. Miss Stevenson, that's Camacho.
Darling, can we skip ahead to when there's someone actually coming into the courtroom?
It's none.
There's no more people.
No, there's nothing else. Yeah.
Did you get my other link?
Your what?
Did you get my other link?
Is there more?
Yeah.
What?
It's all right. I'll get it.
Ruh-roh.
Oh.
Reach around.
Oh, funny. Funny. Play.
Okay. Whoops. Miss Ripley, you should be able to start your video now. And I'm going to bring in Miss Perkins. Miss Perkins, please start your video. Whoops, I didn't mean unmute. I meant start your video. Miss Perkins.
Miss Perkins.
Perkins, listen up, woman.
Miss Perkins.
Come on, let's go. Enough of your shit.
Okay, I'm getting ready. Okay.
I'm gonna. Oh, good Lord! Stop fingering me, Felicia Perkins.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am, but I don't want to hear you. Okay, hold on, please.
She's like E.T. with her fingers there in the beginning.
All right, this is case number 23446
Lord, woman.
6001. The people of the state of Michigan versus Felicia Perkins. The defendant is charged with 1 count of child abuse, 4th degree, 1 count of assault or assault and battery. Today is the date set for a final pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P836P8.
And good morning,
Hey,
Your
my-
Honor. May I please this honorable court, Stina
Hey,
Cobra
my
Gray,
finger's glowing.
52354, appearing on behalf of the defendant, Judge.
Hold on,
We're
Miss
ready to
Glowing.
proceed.
You're so pink.
And Miss Perkins, please
Why are you so
unmute
pink?
your device and state your name.
Because I'm white.
Oh shit.
Or are you talking to me?
Unmute.
Yes.
Oh, I don't
Felicia
know.
Perkins.
Thank you. Today is the day set for a final pretrial conference. How are we proceeding, Ms. Gray?
And Judge, you know what? I never call my client's defendant,
What are
and
you,
I
an
apologize.
Andorian
I'm
in Star Trek
multitasking this morning.
Enterprise?
I am appearing on behalf of Ms. Perkins. Judge, I have had an opportunity to speak with the prosecutor regarding this matter, and we have been negotiating back and forth. An offer has been made with no objection from the people. We're respectfully requesting a trial date, and the people have indicated that they will keep the offer open.
Ooh.
Until a final pretrial. Well, we're not going to keep the offer open to a jury trial date.
We understand that, Judge. If you would just,
Okay.
if there's an opportunity, if we can have a plea cutoff date between
You're
now and the
cute.
jury
Oh,
trial date,
she's a
we would really appreciate that, Judge.
She's a
All right.
prosecutor.
So I don't know what happened. I've been off for
Hey,
a
Missy.
bit. I don't know what
My
happened
heart.
to my
I'd like to
docket
charge
and
her with a crime,
trials that are
stealing my heart.
scheduled. And since Ms. Ritter isn't here,
Dali, what?
APA Tina Ripley. She's a prosecutor. She's adorable. She's a
Oh,
prosecutor.
you like her?
Yeah,
You really have a type, don't you, Dali?
I do. Wait.
You really do.
Oh, yeah. She's kind of like your sister.
Yeah.
I don't have a good picture of
Awkward.
my current trial schedule. So what I'm gonna do
You should
is
see a
I'm
picture
gonna
of
go
my
ahead and put
ex.
you on.
She looks just like you.
I'll put you in line.
You're not a malicious, evil, lying. See you next Tuesday. Not that I have
Okay,
any
so
hard
let's
feelings.
just clear this up right now. So Dali's ex-girlfriend looks like me. Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. But Dali's ex-girlfriend is a what?
Evil, malicious, lying. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, she's that. Right? And whenever a chick comes up on
She's
screen
Amber Heard.
she's Amber Heard, right?
Basic. I mean, her personality defects. Right?
Whenever some chick comes up on screen with dark hair and glasses, kind of like this, Dali's just like all simpy.
And I just
right?
realized now, like, holy crap, this is EU, and it's really awkward now.
Yeah. Because he's like, oh look, she's gorgeous, she's this, she's that, and he's like, oh hang on, she looks just like you.
Well, I just wanted to make a stupid prosecutey joke.
A prosecuting joke because she's a prosecutor.
Yes.
Right. And so it's always very awkward because like Dali's all just simping on any chick who looks like this, basically, or that.
Well,
that. Yes.
Jodi Arias. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Hang on. If I take these off, you don't like me anymore, right?
Not as much.
Yeah, not as much, no, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, but I'm not like a see you next Tuesday, right?
No.
No, I'm nice.
No. You'd have to go pretty
far.
I can put it on the
He
March
likes them
11th date, if that's a good date, and then your
I shouldn't have
your
even
free
called
cutoff
it
date would then be
well.
you would actually be the fourth in priority on that date in terms of pre-trials. So I could set a final pre-trial conference for March 1st, and would that be enough time for you?
Absolutely, Your Honor. Absolutely.
David, do you know Tina Ripley?
So then let's put this on for jury
Can
trial.
you give me her phone number?
Monday, March 11th, fourth in priority.
Can you set us up for a meet cute?
Judge, if I may.
You may.
I think if we're fourth in priority, I think that helps. I would just note for the record, I'm supposed to start a jury trial on the 12th.
Okay. You're fourth in priority, and
I'm
and not only are
prosecuting
you
this
fourth in
guy who's been
priority,
stalking
I
me. He
have
goes by Salvador Dali. It's kind of creepy.
two of the other cases are retained cases as well. So, but I won't know until a little later if those are going. So I'll note that you're actually probably not available. We can discuss it on the final pretrial date.
You're not available?
Perfect, Judge.
All right. So the court will continue a not guilty plea.
Breaking my
Set the
heart.
jury trial for March 11th at 10:30.
First she sends me
And
to
then we
jail,
can
then she
solidify
turns me
that,
down. God.
if it comes to that, March 1st.
Gonna
I'll
say
set
she's
the
really
final
hot.
pretrial March 1st. And that'll be on the court's docket at 9:10.
Come on, Philip Henderson. Put in a good
All
word.
right, anything further?
Absolutely, Judge. You have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't talk to you.
Thank you very much. You do the same.
Thank you, Judge. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, thank you. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Oh, we got another white man.
All right.
He's not white.
I'm ready.
Oh, no.
He's slightly less brown.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
In
Mr.
fact,
Adu,
he's hot.
start your video.
He's my type.
Oh, Lord.
Haha. Here we go.
Okay. Hello.
We can both play that game.
Mr. Adu, are you there? Okay, there we go. Thank you.
I like
All
it.
right, this is case number. Mr. Nassif, I didn't ask you if you needed to speak to the prosecutor.
I guess not, Your Honor. I was looking for
Ms.
more
Ritter.
potential discovery from Ms. Ritter.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it was needed an adjourned date.
Okay, all right. This is case number 234516601. The people of the state of Michigan
69420.
versus Stephen Harrington Adu. The defendant is charged with one count of moving violation causing death, and today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Philip Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
And Your Honor, good morning. Nader Nassif, P72557, appearing with and on behalf of Mr. Adu.
And Mr. Adu, please unmute and state your name for the court.
Evening, Adu.
All right, today is the date set for a pretrial conference. Mr. Nassif, how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, I'll just be requesting an adjourned date. There is extensive discovery in this case, and it appears that there is, from the discovery, it appears that there's a intersection camera from the photos, from the police photos, but I was never, given any video. I did reach out to Assistant Prosecutor Ritter through email just requesting if there is any potential video. I haven't heard back on that. Obviously, for not being here today, I would just ask for an adjourned date so I can continue that discussion and see if there is any further discovery on it.
Mr. Henderson, do you have any information about the video?
I don't, but Ms. Ritter, I know for sure won't be here through the end of this week, so I will look into that and try to get digital discovery as soon as possible.
All right, the court will continue a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Ado and set the matter for a final pretrial conference. Let's set a final pretrial
Can he
conference.
stay on the screen? This Nader Nassif. Stray, you like him, don't you? Stray and I have the same kind of taste.
Or February 28th, if that's a good day for you, counsel.
Yeah, that should be fine. Judge.
Dali's sad.
Court will set a final pretrial conference for February 28th at 9:00 a.m. Now you obviously you received some discovery because that's how you know. Okay.
Right.
Look
All
at
right.
the suit.
So then let's just set a final
Suit is
pretrial
so
conference
well
for February
fitted.
28th. And then I'm certain if Mr. Henderson can't get that video this week, Ms. Ritter will definitely get it to you when she returns. Okay.
Sure. What was the time? Again? Sorry.
9:00.
Go away.
Yes. Okay.
Why are you
All right,
change
then.
us
Thank you.
around?
All right, you're welcome.
On top
Oh,
right.
you're top right.
Mr. I know you're all set until February 28th, sir, at 9:00 a.m. on Zoom. Have a great day and stay safe.
Good
call.
All right, you're welcome. All right, Mr. Sharg, are you there?
Stay, don't leave.
Hey,
I'm here.
Okay, let's bring in your client.
Yeah, top right is a smash.
Mr. Kellis, start your video, sir.
Why do I give you control of
All
my
right,
stream?
this is case number 234448.
I know, it's really
0401,
irresponsible.
the people of the state of
Reach
Michigan versus
around.
Edward Michael Kellis. The defendant is charged with 2 counts of weapons, I'm assuming purchasing without a license maybe, and then
Are
a
you
violation
talking
of
about
the
the middle
Marijuana
guy?
Act. Today is the
The
date set
lower
for final
guy?
pretrial conference. Appearances, please.
How
Philip
are you?
Henderson on behalf of the people, P86029.
Good morning, Your Honor. Stephen Shark on behalf of Mr. Kellis, P43732.
And Mr. Kellis, state your name for the court.
Okay, good morning, Your Honor. My name is Edward Kellis.
All right, and is your middle name Michael?
I bet
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is, David.
Thank you, sir.
You
Today
can
is the
do
date
that with
set
your
for final
wife.
pretrial conference. And Mr. Shark, I don't know if I asked you if you wanted to speak to Mr. Henderson or if I had informed you that Ms. Ritter was out.
Thank you, Carlene. I am
until
a
next week.
smash.
So how do you want to proceed today, Mr. Shark?
Judge, Ms. Ritter offered us a plea to the 2 counts of, and the first 2 counts, and Mr. Kellis wanted to accept those.
All right, and am I correct that the charges are
Can he come back?
weapons purchasing without a license?
Yes, Your Honor.
I miss
Okay.
him.
Mr. Kellis,
I'm
you want
right
to
here.
accept the people's offer to plead guilty to 2
Oh,
counts of
Dali.
purchasing a weapon without a license in exchange for a dismissal of violation of the Marijuana Act?
Marijuana.
Could I talk to my lawyer?
Cannabinoids.
For a moment?
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Shark, I'm going to send you and your client. Before I do that, Mr. Henderson, do you have notes
Hey,
to
Yamaha.
reflect that offer?
I do not, Your Honor. If that's what they've discussed, I mean, I could
Come
talk to
back,
Mr. Shark
Leah.
in a breakout room as well.
Okay, so Mr. Kellis, I'm going to send you to breakout room number
Tyke Isha.
16. Mr. Shark, I'm going to send you to breakout room number 21st. And then when you finish talking to the prosecutor, I'll send you in with your client.
Okay, thank you, Judge. Appreciate
All
it.
right, you're welcome. And then Mr. Henderson, you should be able to go back to 20.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay. And then who's next?
Hey, Judge, can you move Jocelyn Hall back to the breakout room for me? Or whoever is in charge of that?
I'd like to take that other attorney back to
Ms.
the
Hall,
breakout
please
room.
accept to rejoin the breakout room. Okay.
Where is he?
Thanks.
Can he
You're
come
welcome.
back? He's only there a short while and he's gone. Disappointing.
Mr. Clark, the
Yes,
prosecutor
Stray.
is
Bring him
in a
back.
breakout room, but when he comes out, I'm ready for you.
Okay, as I say, we're just setting a hearing date. She did give me the discovery, and based on the discovery, I'd like to have the motion heard.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I've told her, I've talked to her.
Well, Ms. Ritter isn't here today, but okay.
Hello, Eric Clark. One of the
Ms.
very
Stevenson, you
few
don't need anyone
white
out of the
people
waiting
here
room, do you?
today.
Because I'm getting ready to just
I'll
go
bring
off
in white
screen just
people.
for a moment.
I think
No,
Raven
that's
Kelly,
my
unless
guess.
Mr. Mugni
Some
already talked
information.
to her, which it does not look like he did. And Terrence Edward.
I don't see Edward on the docket. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, go ahead and bring him in. I'm gonna step away.
Yes, Your Honor.
How are you? How can you step away? You can't step
Oh,
away.
hold on. Mr. Shark, okay, I'm gonna send you in with your client.
Thank you, Judge.
Shark.
You're welcome.
Mr. Shark.
Mr. Shark.
Mr. Shark.
Where? Oh, hold on. Your client is in 16. All right.
Does he play? Does he do this?
Okay, the prosecutor didn't come out though. Oh, what did he do? He's back in.
He's a land shark. Wait, is he giving head right now? Oh. No, you were like off screen.
I know. I couldn't work out how
Don't clip that. Don't clip that. You're supposed to use your hand as well, you.
No, I'm being a shark. Don't be doing.
Oh, okay.
It's Mr. Shark.
Yes.
Bottom left.
Attorney Shark.
Yeah. Anyway, hang on. What's going on? Why is it not working?
You paused it?
I didn't mean to.
Oh. Click it again.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
We'll set the matter for a motion hearing.
Keep going.
Refresh my memory.
All right, hang on.
Mr. Clark, at the time you filed the motion, I think I said the motion was premature, didn't I?
Yes.
Okay, and then Ms. Ritter, she had
Eric,
not filed any
you were
response.
premature.
No.
Okay, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna set the matter for hearing. Today is December 9th. I will give Ms. Ritter until January, because due to the holiday.
Yeah.
I'll give her until January the, let's say January 16th, the people should file a response to the motion. So motion response, January 16th. Well, you know what? I'm actually gonna give her a little bit more time because she's out. She's out this week. So she's out. She's gonna come back next week and then we have the holiday. So I'm actually gonna give the people until January 30th. So let's give the people until January 30th to respond to the motion. Motion has already been filed and Ms. Ritter does have a copy.
Nice try.
That's correct.
And then counsel, I will then give you until February the 6th if you want to file a reply. And then we will have the motion hearing.
Tell us alive.
Let's say, are you available on February 15th?
Yes.
All right, let's put the motion hearing February 15th at 11 o'clock.
Is it going to be in person?
It can be on Zoom if you want. Which do you prefer?
I
I'm
will
more
call
stable
and
now,
talk with Miss Ritter
but
when
not
she gets.
much.
Hello, David.
So how are you liking these Detroit Wayne County Zoom hearings?
They're very interesting. Like they have their moments. Like Ms. Bryant she has a temper on her occasionally.
She's a sassy judge.
She is.
Well, that's what you get in D-Town. But the this is like seriously, if I say, hey, I got a motion call in the morning, so I can't stream or something, this is usually what I'm sitting through. This is
Really?
exactly what it is. Yep.
Okay. So I would think when you say a motion call, I think of,
Well, this is a pretrial. But I mean, it's the same thing. If there's a motion on the matter or something like that, it's the same kind of thing, except you might be arguing. But they run through the cases. It's kettle call. They're like, all right, well, I'm going to put your client back in the waiting room, and I'll pull this case up, and all this stuff where they're just cycling through. Yep. And sometimes I sit on YouTube and watch it so that I can see what kind of like what's going on and make sure stuff's happening. Because otherwise, I'm just sitting there waiting. Yeah.
Okay.
How much of it is Zoom versus in person?
98%.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
And has that only been since the vid, or?
Yeah. But I prefer it. I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive an hour to downtown, park, sit there for 2 hours, for
Yeah.
you've seen how long these things last. Sometimes they're like
Yeah.
5 minutes, right? And then I got to drive an hour back to the office. I've wasted my entire morning instead of me sitting and doing other stuff. I love Zoom. I've been a huge advocate for Zoom.
This is
since,
super
since-
efficient because
yeah.
I mean, part of the reason why I would think this is more efficient is because half the people don't turn up anyway. So, like, you could be going there and then you realize that you've gone and parked and all that kind of stuff, and then there's someone hasn't turned up.
Yeah.
True?
What did Stray type out?
Stray?
Oh, in the chat. No, above a little bit.
Okay.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I was looking at some image. It's a drowning man. I got it. I figured it out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, well, I mean, especially if you're a public defender, a lot of you, sometimes your people don't show up. My clients always appear. Yeah, and so, but I like it because I can get a lot of work done. And sometimes my clients, they have technical issues and they're like, oh, can I just come to your office and stream with you? And I'm not a huge fan
Really?
of that because I'm like, no, I want to relax in my shorts and my jacket on and get other work done. I
Well, that
can
was
stream
like
from the
with
treehouse.
Kyle Rittenhouse when he did his pretrial Zoom hearings. He was always with Mark Richard at his office.
Yeah, I would say about 20% of the time my clients are with me in the office, but otherwise I just just go home, sit in your car, and a quiet place, and jump in on your phone.
Well, that's the other thing. So what we're noticing is that there are very few defendants who actually get the idea of how you're supposed to appear on a feed. So you're actually going to court. You should be in decent clothes. You should be sitting. You should actually not be walking around, going to the bathroom, in bed, that kind of thing.
Yeah, right. I wish I had the wherewithal to record one that I was in because it was Wayne County and it was a cattle call, and unlike this, it had like 40 or 50 participants. And so while you're waiting, you could see everybody. And so I just scroll through and I'm watching everybody. And there was a woman that's sitting very similar to the gentleman in the middle on the bottom, except there was a wider screen. And behind her was a guy in like a white velour jumpsuit with a white hat on. And he was just walking back and forth behind her. He was just like slapping something in his hand the whole time for like an hour. I'm like, what is this guy doing? I want to know this guy's life story. I need to know everything about this guy. Yeah, like he was like packing a can of Skol or something, or he was like making gestures with his hands, like he had a can of Skol in his hand or something.
Okay. So there was in Arizona, we have all these election lawsuits because Maricopa is corrupt as. Okay, so during I think it was an election lawsuit, somebody was testifying on Zoom. And in the background, apparently his boyfriend in his underwear just walks into frame and then quickly walks out.
There's all kinds of good stuff. Or you seen the lawyer that had the cat filter on?
Yeah.
From his granddaughter or something.
That's the best meme ever.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of shenanigans that go on with these things. And they're really fun to watch. And so, like I said, sometimes if I'm sitting there waiting, I'll just pop onto YouTube and watch all the stuff that's going on. I also kind of want to see the demeanor of the judge. Is she in a good mood today? Did somebody before me just piss her off?
Yeah, well, there's been a little bit of that already. So the reason I chose this one is because I noticed that when she was live, she had about 100, 150 people in chat. So most of the judges, when they go live, that people aren't terribly interested. There might be a couple of people in chat who tend to be, they might have some interest in what's going on personally or something. But this particular one, she seems to be quite popular. I found another one yesterday that was in
Sheboygan?
Sheboygan, is that in Michigan?
Yep, Sheboygan's in Michigan.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I found someone
There's
there.
also Judge Simpson, which does a lot online out of Washtenaw. There's a few judges that are really
I
popular.
found Simpson. Yeah.
Is that Michigan?
Simpson's awesome. Yeah, he's Michigan.
Okay.
So Judge Simpson, when I first started practicing, put me in my place once. I filed an emergency motion to stay in eviction, and I alleged I had just gotten in on the case. Like the guy called me as like the sheriff was there removing his stuff. And so I filed an emergency motion. And I can't remember exactly what the arguments were. I think what it was is they said, you need to fix this or else we'll evict you. And then he fixed it. And then I'm like, all right, well, now there's this other thing. And now there's this other thing. Every time he did something, they were always coming up with another reason to evict him. And so I alleged kind of like fraud leading him down this path kind of thing. And so I was in front of Judge Simpson and he says, well, I can't remember the questioning, but it was very Socratic. And he was like, well, what if I was to say this? And then I answered. And he's like, well, what if I was to say that? And then I answered. And he's like, well, what about this? Until eventually he stumped me. And I was like, Judge, you know what? I don't know how to answer you. And he said, that's why you lose, counselor. And then pulled me aside afterwards. He knew I was new. It was like my first year of practice. He's awesome. I love Judge Simpson.
Did you say he's in Washington County?
Washtenaw.
Washtenaw.
When he pulled you aside.
Washtenaw. It's an Indian name.
Can you spell that for me? Wash.
No.
No,
WASHTINAW, something like that.
That's fine. Thank you. I'll work that out. See, I don't know any of this stuff. I don't understand what the Indian names are.
I believe it's the 14A District Court in Washtenaw County. 14A. Yeah.
He pulled you aside afterwards?
Yeah, he pulled me aside afterwards, and he was just like, I appreciate your arguments, but I saw this coming a mile away. But I wanted to walk you through it because I understand you're new, and I wanted to walk you through why you were going to fail. And he's like, when you're going to allege fraud, take it very seriously because it's a very serious issue when you're alleging fraud. And so he granted the emergency stay and granted my hearing for the next morning. And I stayed up till like 3 a.m. and I was briefing all this thing out and I was tired and I went in there at like 8. I only had like 3 hours of sleep. And so he used it as a learning experience for me and I appreciate that.
That's really nice.
This is so cool.
You think of judges as assholes as super strict and just ruling, but to, take his time to make you a better lawyer.
Thank you for that, Mimsy, also. If anyone else has anything to share like this that we can tap into, I'm really interested to know about it.
These are fun. This is why, like, Irish is over in Law Talk with Mike all the time, and I go in there because he streams these kind of things. They're really fun to watch. I like it.
Yeah, but you've got to find the right judge, though. Like, you've got to find someone who's entertaining, and the things that they do are like.
Is it ENAW? It might be.
Yeah.
WASHTENAW.
ENAW. I've got his thing.
Hey, Paige. That's
I
cool.
also got his phone number. People, if you have anyone else that you can recommend, and a link you can send through, because I'm an Australian and this is all brand new to me. We don't have anything like this in Australia that you can just search up and go and look live on YouTube for these things. They don't exist. So this is brand new. So, and happy to stream, and obviously Dali and I are able to provide the comedic overtones. And I'm looking to increase my watch hours. So yes, if you know of any, please hit me up. You can add me on Discord, you can tweet me, and I will look for it. I can even record it and restream it. No problem.
I called my judge friend too, by the way. And of course they had their holiday party today, whatever they were doing.
So they didn't do a jury trial?
Well, I called him and he was doing whatever. So I got to follow up with him, but I'll let you know.
Yeah. So David's also trying to find a jury trial starting in his county, because I was looking on there and I was like, how do you negotiate these dockets? I don't get it. And so
well, the problem is they're not like one blanket docket that says these are all the jury trials. Now they exist, but they're in paper form and they're tacked up on the wall in the court. They don't exist online. So that's the real problem.
Okay, right. So it's a little bit of a growing pain.
Like if I went down there in person, I could tell you all the jury trials that are being called and which ones are likely to go, but they don't make that available online.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like when industries like start to go online, but they're still sort of a little bit stuck in the past, and there's a gap between paper-based, in person, and then online. It doesn't really work.
Yeah, and the courts will always be stuck in the past. They're so slow to move on anything.
You
But
should
for
see the
the
Australian
vid,
ones.
they would have never have done this. They,
You should see the
would
Australian
have never
ones.
done.
The exhibits in the Australian ones, if you want to request them, you get them on DVD.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love watching the Jody trial where he breaks out a Bose radio with a DVD or with a CD to play all the audio clips.
Yeah, exactly. They have to burn DVDs, would you believe? I was talking to someone yesterday, and yeah, apparently it's all DVD and all paper based. I'm like, you what? That's nuts. It's like, how would you do an exhibit if it weren't a physical thing like a DVD? I'm like, with a link?
Well, to be fair, when I have video or audio files and I want to submit them to opposing counsel in the court, for the records, I have to submit them on DVD format or on a thumb drive that stays.
Thumb drive, yeah.
Yeah, thumb drive. I can't just send links or anything like that, and I can't just play them. They have to have something physical to keep in the file.
Okay.
But when I play them during the trial, of course, they're just digital files on my computer that I just play.
Right. Yeah, but I mean, we were talking also about providing it for public access. It's like, well, how can you provide something for public access when it's a physical exhibit? I'm like, it's not a physical exhibit. It's a movie file or it's a digital file. It's like, provide it on a website. Duh. Like, oh no, that would be.
That makes too much sense.
That would make too much sense. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, it's.
Well, I've taken up enough time. I won't rant about this other issue I have with Wayne County.
No, yeah, that's awesome, David. Thank you for coming. Thank you, much appreciated for coming. You're streaming soon, aren't you?
No, I'm not streaming tonight, am I?
Aren't you? I don't know. I thought you were.
No, I hope not, because I'm not ready for it. I'm making dinner.
Oh, good.
Okay. No, I don't think I'm streaming tonight. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night.
It's hard to imagine how someone could represent.
All right. We might just finish this last bit here.
One of the things that I want to present is the body cam, which is 90% of the evidence in this matter. So I don't know how the court would proceed.
Well, you know what? And then actually, I'm glad you said that because let me read the motions and then I'll tell you if once I read the motion and the response, David. I may turn that into a motion hearing / evidentiary hearing, which it'll be in person.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
So for sure, it'll be in person if that's so motion. And I'll just put evidentiary hearing.
Thank you, sir.
And that'll be February 15th, and let's put that at 11 o'clock.
Very good. Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome. Anything further?
Nope. Have a good day.
All right, you as well. I said February 15th. Okay. All right, then we're all set. You have a great day and stay safe as well.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're welcome.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Sharg, are we ready?
Mr.
We
Sharg.
are ready.
Okay, and having had the opportunity to speak with your client, and of course that means we're back on the record with case number 234480401. That's Edward Michael Kellis.
Oh, really? Okay.
Having had the opportunity to speak with your client, how do you wish to proceed?
Your Honor, he would like to accept the plea offer by Mr. Henderson.
Okay, and Mr. Henderson, you're trusting that Mr. Sharg wouldn't make that up.
Actually, I did see some documentation after further review, so there is an agreement in place, and I'm confident in that.
Okay, great. Mr. Kellis, I'm gonna do one thing. Let me I'm gonna take your plea, but I want to get a quick case out of the way. And then I'll take your plea and set your sentencing date. So give me one moment. If Miss Silver, are you Mr. Horndorf isn't connected.
I'm here,
Mr. Horndorf.
Yeah, I was going to try to squeeze you in before this plea, but Mr. Horndorf isn't connected.
Judge, if I could just ask one quick question.
Yes.
My client, Mr. Horndorf, is going to plea also.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any paperwork we need to fill out, or it's going to be a no contest plea.
So you don't have to fill out any paperwork, and if you haven't gone over his advice with him, I will go over it with him.
Okay, that's fine. Then, Judge, we can wait. No problem.
Okay, well, and you might want to call him because he's not connecting.
Okay, I'll call him. Thank you. No worries. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then I'm ready, Mr. Kellis. I'm going to share my screen, sir, and on my screen will be, as soon as I pull it up,
Yamaha, no, Iris is not a dude.
All right.
Iris
On
is
my screen, Mr. Kellis,
a
it
lovely
is going
lady
to
from
appear in
Texas.
advice of rights form. My question to you is, have you had an opportunity to review for yourself or to go over with your lawyer your constitutional rights? Unmute yourself for me, Mr. Kellis.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you did that, sir, did you understand your constitutional rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, do you understand that this is a misdemeanor and therefore you have a right to a trial? However, if I accept this plea from you today, you are giving up your right to a trial.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, has anyone threatened you in any way or promised you anything that was not placed on this record to get you to enter into this plea today?
No, ma'am.
Sir, are you currently on probation or parole? Drawing your attention to number 8. Whoops.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you understand that if you are on probation or parole, by entering into this plea today, it could be a violation of your probation or parole?
Oh, right.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, you know, I'm not. I guess I wasn't.
He can come back if he wants.
To this case,
Okay.
Well, he doesn't have to.
Okay, I just want to understand it, but I am a.
Well, hold on, Mr. What happened to Mr. Kellis?
Yeah, right.
Judge, Mr. Kellis, his application from the case resulted in this case.
Okay,
so
he left. I mean, he disappeared. That's what I mean.
Okay, gotcha.
No worries, Grady Blake. We're going to be finishing up soon anyway.
All right, I'll wait till he gets back.
Okay. And then now I need to share my screen so Mr. Horndorfer start his connect his sound. Okay, yeah, he disconnected. While I'm doing this, while Mr. Horndorf hopefully will connect, we have a complaining witness present in the courtroom on Hopkins. Mr. Moovney, can you get Miss
You'd think that would be a no-brainer, wouldn't
Can you
you?
get Miss? Is Mr. Moovney here?
Make sure you're connected to your internet.
Can you get Miss
audio.
Stevenson or go
So
ask
you
Miss
can hear
Stevenson? I just need someone,
we
so
can
you may
hear
have
you.
authority to do so.
Yeah.
Do we agree that Mr. Hopkins is not here because I want to release the witness? I want to release the witness that's in the courtroom.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay, so let me see. It looks like he's trying to connect. All right. And I don't I have one unidentified device, but it says Glorious Galaxy. Let me bring in Glorious Galaxy just to see if that is
I want to see Glorious Galaxy.
Actually, Stefan Hopkins.
Okay, what's
if
that?
not, then
Where's
that's the ceiling.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Oh.
The complaining witness in the courtroom
Again, I
is
thought
here
they were in
on,
a toilet.
Mr. Lodge, Robert Lodge.
Oh, you're correct. You're correct. I wrote it wrong. Hold on. You're correct. I put it next to Hopkins, but it was over Lodge. So you're correct. Thank you. Okay, well then while I wait for, oh wait, this may be
Is he
Mr.
complaining?
Kellis. This may be Mr. Kellis. So then that means I don't know who the Galaxy is. I'm going to bring in Kelly and the Galaxy. So then I'll take
Galaxy.
Mr. Lodge after I finish these other two retained counsel.
I'm confused. Oh, Raven's
Ms.
here.
Kelly, good morning. Please accept to join the breakout room and wait for a lawyer to come in to speak with you. Please do not leave the breakout room until you have spoken with a lawyer.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, the Glorious Galaxy won't connect, so I'm going to remove them. It's like the third time.
Oh,
Okay,
she's talking about a
Mr.
phone.
Kellis,
A
it looks
Galaxy
like you're
phone.
back.
Yes, ma'am. I
right.
apologize about that, Your Honor.
That's okay. All right, so Mr. Shark, you were saying Mr. Kellis is on probation, and it is on for a case that stemmed from the same case.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, that's fine. So it probably, then it won't be a violation of your probation, most likely because it was the same transaction and occurrence. So let me get my screen back up though.
You better hope it's not a violation of your probation, my friend.
Okay, and then
because if it is, she's going
finally,
to throw you
sir,
in prison.
do you understand? Number 11 says that an appeal to the circuit court may be taken within 21 days of the date of your sentencing. However, do you understand that by entering into this voluntary plea, you may be giving up your right to an automatic appeal? And if you were to change your mind about this plea, you would either have to request permission of the circuit court to appeal or request permission of this court to set aside your guilty plea. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. With that understanding, do you still want to enter into this plea?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Raise your right hand for me, please, Mr. Kellis. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
What do you have to say?
Who's going to voir dire Mr. Kellis with respect to the factual basis?
Judge, if you have the date, I could do it unless Mr. Anderson wants to do it.
I don't have the date, but the clerk probably does. Ms. Seelman, can you give us the date of the offense for Mr. Kellis?
Hey, Judge, you guys are broadcasting right now. I'm just gonna give you guys a heads up.
Okay, the date was June.
We already know we broadcasting. That's you on two things, Mr. Silence that other.
Okay, Judge, I'm good.
Mr. Shark. Okay.
I'm good, Judge.
All right. What is the date, Ms. Seelman?
June the 13th, 2023.
Mr. Kellis, on that date and time in the city of Detroit, did the police department come to your residence?
I know, right, Paige? You didn't even tell me.
Yeah, I wasn't there. I understand that, but they raided your house, correct? Yes, correct. And you had two weapons in the house that were not registered, correct? Yep. And you weren't allowed to have a gun with being a felon, correct? Correct. I think we're satisfied, Your Honor.
Are the people satisfied?
Yes, Your Honor.
I think I'm satisfied, except, did you say 2 guns, Mr. Shark? I'm sorry.
Yes, 2 guns.
Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, then the court is satisfied and I will accept a guilty plea to 2 counts of purchasing weapons without a license. And in exchange for that plea pursuant to the offer from the people, the court will dismiss what I believe is count 3, and that is violation of the Marijuana Act. I am going to set the matter for sentencing, and I am going to order a pre-sentence investigation. But the most relevant part of the pre-sentence investigation is really so that I can get
they're pretty liberal, so
a copy of, so that the probation department can advise me of the terms of his other probation. So if he's on probation, of course, I don't know when he was placed on probation, but if the date of offense was just June of this year.
Well, he's a felon.
Was that the correct date of offense?
Can't have any
June of this year?
which is still against the Second
You're muted,
Amendment,
Mr. Shark.
in my opinion. But
Is it?
Did that happen this year in June?
in my opinion,
Well, I know that that's a
Yes, Your Honor.
felon.
In
You can't
fact,
have
his plea date was September of 23.
Okay.
September.
I just
Okay.
believe it's
So then, the 2
unconstitutional.
probations could run concurrently, and then I can see what the circuit court ordered, and then be able to fashion a sentence that is not duplicative. And if it is, of course, we would accept things that he would do to satisfy the circuit court probation. So let's set the sentencing for. I could set it for the end of January with the holiday. That gives us an opportunity to get the pre-sentence report done. What about January 24th or 25th, Mr. Sharp?
Mr. Sharp.
Holidays don't wait for justice.
Judge, can you go a couple more days past the 25th?
I can. We could go into the next week and go January 30th or 31st.
Perfect. That's either one.
Okay, let's do the 31st.
Perfect. Is he drinking vodka?
And that's going to be at 9:00 a.m. And then prior to the sentencing, Mr. Kellis, I want you to submit to a pre-sentence investigation through the probation department. So someone is going to contact you from probation. Make sure you respond to their phone call or their letter.
Make
so
sure
that I
you
can have a
do.
proper pre-sentence investigation. Mr. Sharg, if you could please call my courtroom and give the clerk Mr. Kellis's current address and phone number so that we can make sure that probation can reach him for that pre-sentence investigation, okay?
No problem. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
All right, you're welcome. Anything further for the record?
Nope. Have a wonderful holiday.
No, Your Honor.
All right.
Have a wonderful
All right,
holiday.
Mr. Kellis, all set
Christmas,
until,
sir.
January 31st at 9:00, except for that pre-sentence
Merry
investigation.
bloody
So
Christmas.
have a great day. Stay safe.
You too.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
Don't be
Holiday
pew-pewing anybody. All right, that'll do. That was fun.
That'll
Now,
do,
what
pig. That'll do.
That'll do. Alrighty, so what I have done is I have written down a bunch of other names of fun judges. And what I have been doing is I've been going into their YouTube pages. And for me, that is at midnight or 1 a.m. when the day of court starts. So I go in there when I'm sort of like that, and I just see whether or not they are entertaining. And if they are, I chuck them on to record for the night. And however, actually, Judge, the one we were just watching, she kept her feeds up for the last day or two, strangely, because most of them tend to delete them. And she does delete them, like it's just that she's kept them up for the last sort of day, 2 days, which is useful. However, most of them
She's
do delete
lazy.
immediately. Pardon?
She's lazy.
Yeah, which is great for us. But yeah, they do tend to delete them straight away. So anyone who does have any ideas, I have some from chat today. Thank you very much, everybody. But if you've got more people that I can subscribe to, I can follow, and bring you guys some more courtroom stuff or virtual courtroom stuff, let me know. If there are actual trials happening with Zoom access or potato cams or whatever that I can link into, Dali and I are happy to try and get access to that and stream it and provide that for you guys. What we're looking for basically is anything that is not already being streamed on the major networks, right? So we want to bring you guys stuff that you're not finding anywhere else. So yeah, happy to do that because yeah, there's more trials than Court TV and Law and Crime are streaming. There's tons more and it's available. So we want to bring you guys that fun stuff. Yeah. Right, Dali?
Right.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to close things up now. Congrats, Dali, on your big milestone. It's been a long time coming. And thank you, everybody, for, your positive energy, Bronzed. It has been wonderful. Please stay tuned this weekend. There'll be lots of big things happening this weekend.
I am Chris
on
Hansen
this channel.
with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on computer predator.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just
heard. Oh, did you just share something? Yeah. Okay. Right.
I was live, so
yes,
go check in on her nightly news.
Who is? Oh, Mo's live right now. Fantastic. Yes. Feel free to pop a link to Mo in the chat. Also, Nicholas, if he's not live already, he will be live.
He is live.
And he's live. Yeah, might go and pop over onto his panel for a little bit and say hi.
I gotta go to bed soon, but yeah.
Oh, you're gonna go to bed. Okay.
Just let him know.
Yeah, I will. Also, I'm planning to do a Lehman Bruce's Network 10 full week catch up this weekend. And there will be a huge Beckorama Becky Hill stream this weekend with a special guest who has inside information into the whole Ethics Commission complaint against Becky Hill and the subsequent complaint by Neil Gordon against lawyer Laurie, who has been making allegations about Neil Gordon's part in the whole Ethics Commission complaint. It's huge, huge, huge news, and I want you all to join me for that. So I'll give you more information as it comes to light. However, I'm digging to find out more for you. Follow me on Twitter and have a bit of a look at my replies if you want to have a better idea of what I'm talking about. It is massive. This stuff is so much tea. It is D large tea. And the other thing I would like you all to know is that Hearsay for Days will be 3 p.m. Sunday Eastern Standard Time, as it always is. That will also be huge. One more thing, and that is, Dali.
Oh yeah, I have my Pearl Harbor stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern with Max Mira. Looking forward to talking about Japan.
Yep.
And yeah, it definitely won't be offensive or anything like that. So
no, it won't be.
I made it more than I can chew.
No more offensive than usual. And the other thing that I always say before I leave is, where is it? For live alerts. There we go. For live alerts to EU, Dali Talk, and all friends of MLS. Become a member of Making Law Simple Network and access to Discord for cookies and nudes, all the other fun stuff, and watch parties, chats, all the great things that people like myself and Dali, or he will be able to give perks shortly, but why not? Just stay part of the Making Law Simple Network. We're a great family, and you can be part of all the background stuff just by becoming part of David's channel, which is the best channel. One of the best channels. The best channel. Let's just say the best channel. I know it. He's probably listening anyway. Yeah. So become part of that. It's a very small monthly fee, and you get to become part of the family, get live alerts, because YouTube's live alerts network notifications suck. Let's just be clear about that. They suck. Yep. So you get on there, you turn on live alerts, and whenever we go live, you always know about it. Okay, that was great. See you guys. Have a fantastic day.
Godspeed. Stop scratching the couch, Babu.